All right.
Always good.
All right. Welcome to the Venture Unto Glory, our group playing Kingmaker, session 7? 7?
Yes, it's 7.
It's 7.
Season
Session-
2, episode 7.
Session 7. And first thing we want to say is it's our player Roma's birthday. Happy birthday, Roma.
Happy birthday again.
We're all
Thanks
eating
again.
games.
Who has an orange?
This is actually section 6.5, and it's a recap episode.
Oh, man.
Oh man, I'm not ready for this.
It's okay because more stuff happened to us than Attack on
Oh
Titan.
no, what's
And-
I gonna? There you go.
And the second special thing, which is happening as before we introduce characters, something that's happened kind of just after the end of last session, as you guys are returning to glory. The skies that were somewhat cloudy before suddenly part, and a booming voice comes down from the heavens, saying, "Naurad Kallian." To which I'm sure Naurad is somewhat confused at, and it goes on to say, "Fine work, my boy. You've done it. You're a true hero. This entire kingdom, all on your own, with no help from anyone else. You have succeeded at your test, and it is time to go." And Naurad raises into the sky. Disappears.
Along with Zob too, right? Zob gets to come with.
Oh yeah.
No, he rides into the sky on Zob.
He sprouts wings and flies
He
away
just
with
charges
them.
upwards.
You want to know what I was laughing about that one time? That is what I was laughing about.
You were laughing about Nelrod being... What even happened?
I sensed a godlike aura. on Nalrod.
Godlike? Nalrod?
As it turns out, all this points at the sky.
Jed, slap me. I'm
Any of
dreaming,
you-
right?
Any of you that have knowledge religion can give me a check for that right now.
Oh my god.
Does Aldous have advantage?
Did Cassandra take knowledge religion this? No, she didn't. Okay then.
Jed is actually going to slap you. Lightly, but...
But does he take off
But
his
it's
glove and
Jed.
slap him with it?
Please take off Armored Cestus before you slap me.
Okay, I'll slap you with my other hand.
Okay.
The 11 side of the dice was just unmapped on my screen. There was just a black void where the 11 should have been.
Aldous, you actually recognize the last name Callian?
Uh-huh.
It is the same as the last name of Caden Callian. The accidental
Oh my god!
I know that one.
who is apparently Naurod's father.
What?
So you referred to Naurod as his son.
But actual fun? I just...
And and you referred to him as Naurod Callian. Or Kalian. I totally said that every time before. Kalian.
Totally.
So, oh, right. Then as you guys are arriving back in town, we can go ahead and continue with character introduction.
What is...
So, starting with Anthony.
Okay. So I am Anthony, and I play Aldous, and he's recently discovered that he's got a useful ability at targeting the weaknesses of specific enemies that he's very eager to name.
I wonder what he's going to name it.
I wonder.
Hello?
Next.
Next to James.
Yeah, Daniel?
Alright, are we... Do you need a moment?
Sorry.
Do you guys need a moment?
Daniel, just use the
Alright, yeah, just a second. Philip, could you go somewhere else to talk?
You need him? You need a second?
Daniel, HDMI.
It's okay. This wasn't about to go perfectly. Like that. No, that would be a combo breaker.
That can't happen. No, no.
Soft wire.
Unacceptable.
The HDMI.
He can't. He has his headphones on.
The PS3. It'll do everything.
It's the headphones don't work both ways.
His headphones on.
Okay. Alright, so
What's going on?
happy birthday, Roma.
Yay!
I love you all so much. You're like my friends away from home.
Do you have friends at home?
Yes.
I hope.
I have a couple friends at home.
Okay, that's good.
I have like 2.
Back.
Are they better than us?
Yeah. Go around, I'm sure you can figure out which one it is.
Oh God, I think they are. Well, apparently someone baked her a cake, so we haven't done anything to top that.
Roma, don't you have like
they don't play D&D though, so
Oh
you have that
that's
on
better by
them.
default then.
Roma, don't you have like a love triangle going on with your roommate and her best friend?
A little bit. I mean, it's not really a love triangle. It's like a love one. What's like a line? A love line? Because I'm
still
actually
love
not.
triangle.
It's a love
I
scale.
know this
No,
because TV tropes.
It's
David, what if they watch this recording?
it's more like a love
It's alright.
scale. Like, you know the machines where you put the quarter in and you put both of your hands on those electrodes and there's a scale. It's like that.
I don't understand.
Yeah. Alright. So continuing, James.
Oh, I just realized it was just two. Never mind. Anyway. I'm James. I play Cassandra, and the whole accidentally using spells on teammates thing that freaked her out a little bit. It's probably going to have an effect on her spells overall, though. I don't know.
Okay, I'm Adam. I play Zhu. He's a little bit shocked still about the whole Ascension thing. But in other news, he's noticed that Fenrir is looking a bit more lethal than usual, which is...
So
He looks pretty lethal normally, so that's interesting. He's hoping he won't scare the townsfolk too much.
Only the healthy amount of scaring.
Alright. And
Thank you.
with that, as you guys arrive back in Glory, you actually, just as you're passing by, and especially any of you that go into the inn, you hear a lot of, there's a lot of rumors going around, and, a bunch of people are talking about you guys, and, you guys being away and not really fulfilling your roles, and,
As usual.
and some crazy people are talking about, the Stag Lord has risen from the dead and now stalks the Greenbelt, and he's gathering an army of ghostly bandits from an ancient crypt in the eastern Camellands.
Oh, that would be neat. We could slap him and take all his loot again.
Yeah.
can we get a ghostly Stag Lord comment?
Alright, and moving on, someone else says that there is an ancient crypt to the west, but it was built by elves and it's full of treasure, and someone else says it's haunted by angry spirits or worse. And there's some people talking about lizard folk who's talking to dead ancestors, and you guys hear rumors again about the Tower of Candlemere. It's the place where the boundary between this world and another is rasped thin and is guarded by some deadly monster. And we're gonna go ahead and jump to the next morning, and Cassandra, as you're getting up, you find a note. Vela has given you. It looks like it was put on a table in your room sometime during the night. And so I'm gonna go ahead and show that to you guys. And if it comes up, you probably want to hit the magnifying glass up. And it would be cool if Cassandra read it.
Wait. What if Jed read it in his voice?
Jed read it.
It's like when you read a note, you hear the person's voice, right?
I agree.
I think we should hear the person's voice as Cassandra's reading it.
With inflection.
Okay.
Yes.
What if we time it right so that Cassandra starts reading it and then it just fades into Jed?
Let's do it.
Let's do our best.
This
Okay.
probably won't work. Okay. What is it? Look, assholes. Oh, nice. The reason I'm leaving isn't just because Cassandra was all irrationally about looting that. She. Oh God, this handwriting is almost as bad as mine. And then Jed.
She's not going to be able to fade into this.
Fine, okay. Okay. All emotional about looting that chieftain's grave. Although she was being a real shithead. It's just so goddamn boring here. You must have some vendetta against excitement. When we came across that witch's hut we should have investigated, you all just ran away like a pack of dandies. And we could have been having a spectacular heist. But no. So you just talked the burglars into leaving. Talked. Is that how we solve things here? By talking? Fuck you! I don't even need to be here anymore. My contract expired probably 3 months ago. I was just spending time with you all because I need to lie low for a while. I'm gonna see if I can't get my old crew back together. Maybe we run into each other again, but don't count on it. P.S. While you're putting all those traps around the treasury, see if you can notice anything absent. I hate to brag, but it was so easy.
Well, you guys
He was
were.
going to check the treasury.
5 minutes later,
You guys were a bunch of dandies.
5 minutes later, when Cassandra does manage
saying.
to decipher the rest of the note.
What'd James say?
What?
5 minutes later, when she deciphered it.
Yeah, she's just gonna put the note back and then go shower first, and then come and take this to Ziu.
Yes, that's right. Bring all of your problems to Ziu.
Mr. Baron!
Let the 16-year-old kid sort out everything. Okay, do you bring it to Ziu?
Yeah. With
Alright, he's
excellent
gonna read
report.
through it. And immediately after, he's gonna hand it back to you and go check the treasury.
So,
Sure thing.
you can give me a, let's see. I guess the best check for this would be, you can, I'm thinking either perception or appraise.
Well, one's better than the other.
Yeah, you can give me a perception or appraise of the treasury.
Well, my perception is 0 and my appraise is 2, so I'll go with appraise. That'll be a 16.
16.
6.
So you remember, because they were really shiny and colorful, the collection of gemstones that you guys had found throughout the Greenbelt are just all gone. Like, probably several thousand gold worth of gemstones.
He could have at least taken the longbow and the stag's helm. No one else is using them.
Those are all flashy.
But seriously, I guess... What's going on?
So it's more than likely that all this is up at this point. Would he still be by the fort?
David,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
really
you're
quiet.
right.
So it's
If you're around there, you probably hear Ziu having a mental breakdown in the treasury.
who is really quiet, James?
You.
Me. I will sit higher and throw my voice over into the mic.
Well, all this is gonna go to Cassandra. Actually, what's going on with Ziu?
What? Everything.
Jed took off and kind of stole some things, and well, Ziyu's understandably freaking out, I guess.
Wait, Jed left too?
Yeah.
One day everyone just ascends to the heavens, and then Jed goes all bandit on us again. I knew he was a bandit. I knew the whole time.
Say where he was going?
He said something about looking for his old band. I'm pretty sure they were all it's something to do with his agreement anyway.
This crosses a lot of things. It's just making connections. So any of you can give me a flat intelligence check.
Let's go. 13.
20.
Yeah, she's got me beat. I've got 18.
All right. Yeah.
He's got me beat. She, he, what?
Cassandra. Come on.
So yeah, you guys know, or Cassandra mainly. You know that Jed is from the River Kingdoms, and the River Kingdoms are kind of to the south west, mostly west. And so if he's heading back to meet up with his old crew, it would be in that direction.
Okay.
So, since we now know north is that way, it would be okay. Aldous is just looking at the map, trying to figure things out.
It's definitely just back towards the legs.
He's just got oriented all wrong. It's like, wait, no.
I'm joking. He's got geography. He's probably got it figured out pretty well now.
Well, as far as where we went, I remember all the stuff he talked about. It, I guess he came from the River Kingdoms. I mean, I heard he was, arrested or whatever it was, way up north in Brevoy, but.
Yeah.
Why do I have to deal with all this crap anyway?
Cringing.
Speaking of crap, you guys hear kind of a roar of a crowd not too far from the fort. There's just, you guys hear like a muffled voice like
Cassandra's head is going.
That's right, guy.
Hopefully they're getting eaten by the trolls.
If Cassandra's head is going
We're
to poke
insecuros.
out of one of the holes in the, one of the windows in the fort. Take a look.
Kind of, speak of the devil, Akiros is gonna poke his head into the fort and see you guys and be like, alright, so this is not my job. You guys need to come out here.
Coming. Cassandra's gonna go see what's going on.
There's a crowd gathered around this slightly overweight guy wearing this ridiculous purple outfit, and he's adorned with gold chains. And he's going on about how basically you all seem to just keep your gross negligence of the town and going galvanating through the night marches on fool's errands, leaving the town exposed to banditry, monster attacks. But first it was werewolves. What if the trolls show up? They'll just kill everyone.
Is he standing on anything?
Yes, he is standing up on some
The
kind of raised
soapbox.
platform. If there wasn't something there already, he's just like on a crate.
Aldous is just gonna walk over there and pull him off it.
Alright, okay. As you walk up, the crowd will somewhat split for you. Whose phone is on? Is that Mullins?
She's not even here.
Can you guys hear that?
Yes.
Okay, well, anyway, he's just gonna go up and he's gonna pull him off it and he's just gonna hold him by, like, his shirt collar
Oh, God.
and just hold him up to his zombie face.
As you start doing this, the whole crowd is just boo, boo, you are terrible.
Rabble.
Or as you grabbing him and just start smiling, this one's working with them. Look, he's half dead already. And you can go ahead and give me your intimidate.
Okay.
Quick question.
Yeah.
If the rest of us were to leave the kingdom, would we just lose or would the adventure continue somehow?
We'd lose.
Out
No,
of character.
the game would end. Well, that's the end of that story. Just
You failed.
Okay, so that's
Time
a
to go.
24.
Are you seriously considering giving up?
I'm just thinking in character. is all.
Yeah, okay. So what was that?
That's a 24, and Aldous is just gonna growl, and he's just gonna say, "Go back to wherever you came from before I send you there in a box."
He actually is visibly a little shaking, and he's kind of shivering, and then he goes to stand back. Well, he's stepping down from the crate. Well, apparently I'm not welcome here. And he's gonna head off, and kind of the whole crowd is generally booing at you guys. And they're really disappointed. And with that, unrest has increased by 2.
So there's like a box there, right?
Aldous is kind of just gonna skulk off.
Cassandra's just kind of shocked at what happened.
Congratulations. Situation excellently handled.
Cassandra's gonna walk up to the box, and she sees it there. She's not standing on it, but she's looking at it. And then she looks up at the crowd. Good morning, all.
Give me a dex save.
Oh God.
Can I pray to now, Rod, to sort this out?
Wait, so is he a demigod or is he like an aspect of Kalian or something?
No idea.
Anyway.
No idea.
Reflex save. Ugh, 6.
6. Alright, so a tomato is gonna hit you in the side of the face, and people are calling out witch.
Her hair turns into water for a second, and the tomato just slops along with whatever juice was in it. And she's just going to start walking sideways away from both the crowd and the fort towards the inn.
Oh.
Guess it's up to see you. Again.
Probably like 2 or 3 people trip as she leaves.
I get it.
Hang on just a sec. GM disappeared for a moment.
Oh no.
Oh, how's your session? Why are people booing?
It was Liz.
Okay.
Why are people booing?
So, Ziu is going to come up to whatever, the stand or whatever. And is the crowd still there?
Well, yeah, they're still there. They've started to disperse. A few people will actually follow Aldous and Cassandra wherever they're going, kind of insulting them and asking them, what are they doing and such. But yeah, what's Zia doing?
First he's just gonna stand there and listen to them.
All right, yeah. It kind of continues talking about how you're so young, and the one that now Rod is so full of himself. There's the zombie who's apparently working with you, and the girl's a witch, and you're just gonna let the trolls kill everyone.
Ziu shakes his head. I'm at a loss for words, actually. Like,
Say something inspiring.
Adam, I'm sorry.
It's more difficult than you think.
Adam, I'm sorry. Cassandra was going to help, but then
What?
Then the crowd used the W word. That's not a good word.
So what do you expect us to do? What do you want us to do?
They're gonna go in, a bunch of people. As you talk, a bunch of people just boo you out automatically, and someone yells out in particular, just be better, hire better rulers, get stuff done. Where's our taxes going? Protect us from the monsters. Unless you want them.
Your
to kill
taxes
us.
are going to the garrison if you haven't noticed it being built. We're working on it. We're working on everything. We've never run a kingdom before.
Yeah, you haven't. We should get someone who has.
We're trying to do that too. We had elections recently for a grand diplomat. We're trying to find the best people suited to the job, but it takes time.
Trimble is going to go, like, yeah, and try to calm people down. It's going to be fine. Do not worry. We're doing great. We have fantastic relations with all of the nearby countries.
All of them.
Every single one. Probably all countries.
we are at war with 0 countries. Amazing.
That's like an all-time record.
Yeah.
But and so you know, the reason we leave all the time is to make sure that things like the trolls won't bother you. Our last expedition into the wild was specifically to deal with the troll rumors because, as you've said, we don't have an army or a military or even advanced guards around here.
You can give me a diplomacy check, and you can give it to me with advantage for making really good points and doing it by yourself.
Everyone's abandoning me! Everyone!
I'm so
That's how
sorry,
Pokemon
Adam.
looks like. All this just made them more mad. Cassandra walked away. Now Rod ascended to heaven, and Jed stole stuff and left.
You're so lucky.
I have to
Jed's
deal with
not
all
there
this
right
crap by
now.
myself.
You're so lucky that Jed left.
He would just be in the crowd.
Let's see.
Oh, you would?
It would be
Yeah,
the,
man.
you'd be the
Oh,
voice
that's
of the
right.
crowd.
Uh-huh.
No better.
I bet Riot Guy's there.
And another thing, there ain't no dance hall, see?
They try to somewhat calm down, but they're not really. They're definitely not angrier, but they're not much happier either. A bunch of people are just starting to leave now, go back to where they were. Yeah. Are you going to try to continue talking? And if not, where have I know Cassandra's heading in. Where was Aldous heading?
Aldous was just going back in the fort, just to his room.
Okay, a bunch of people are gonna just
I'm
try
going-
to follow you in.
I'm going to announce that we are going to remain in town until the garrison is finished and the town can defend itself, and also that we'll be reducing taxes until, at least until the garrison is finished.
Okay, yeah, that is going to make a lot of them happy, and they're going to become slightly more friendly towards you. I won't even require a check for that. And they no longer seem really angry, but a bunch of people are just like, oh, whatever. It's just a hassle to move anyway. A bunch of people are still really angry, but with that, a few people have moved to your side and are standing near where you are, facing the crowd, like not saying anything.
Are they going to
but-
have
Okay.
a dance battle now?
Once the crowd disperses, I'm going to look for Riot Guy.
Wait, does he know of Riot Guy?
Through Jed, yeah.
Knows of Riot Guy.
Jed's talked about Riot Guy, I guess?
Yeah.
Jed probably
We all
talks
call
about
him
Riot
Riot
Guy all the time.
Everyone knows who Riot Guy is.
Riot Guy has a name, right? Or is he just called Riot Guy?
He doesn't
Jed
have a
loves
name.
Riot Guy
Hey,
so
Roro,
much.
what's up?
You shouldn't ever get a name.
Everyone actually Riot Guy because he was never told anyone his name.
That should just be his name. Like,
I really, really want his name to be Guy, actually.
Oh, Guy!
We've discussed that before. His name should
Yeah.
be Guy.
yeah.
His name should be Guy.
It doesn't matter what his last name is. His first name is Guy.
Guy Rio.
So Zio, it's not
Yes!
Guy Riot.
Riot Guy.
Okay, anyway.
He's not really particularly opposed to you guys. He likes you guys.
He just loves riots.
But, there was a riot.
David,
And so, yeah,
David,
go
could you
over to New York
please
with
sit
it.
forward a little bit?
That was
You're so much quieter than Anthony and Adam.
Take down the man, right? He's gonna go for like a high five.
Ziyu's just gonna put his arms out to his side and just say, "Go ahead, take a shot."
No, I'm.
That isn't what you want?
No, I don't want to beat you up.
Really? It seems like the contrary.
Huh? I'm just.
You know what happens to us when the riots get too high?
Oh, he's.
You know, like fires.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Like
Look
fire.
at the bottle. You should roll elsewhere.
It's This is 23.
23.
Or maybe not.
So, Rise rethinks some of his life decisions.
Oh God!
Oh no!
And then I'm gonna ask him where Jed went.
Wait, he's gonna start thinking to himself. Wait, you're right. This is bad for you guys. I like you guys. Maybe we should start a counter riot.
A counter riot.
Yeah, a riot about how great you guys are. And yeah, Jed headed, to the southeast towards the, Riverlands. He didn't tell you?
No, he just stole a few things from the treasury and left. Well, he left a note, but...
Is that the story you gave Riot Guy?
I actually didn't think about what I'd tell Riot Guy. He probably just got drunk and told him everything.
I guess be like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
Did he tell you about, peeing on the doors and stuff?
The doors?
Doors.
This is... Ziyu's gonna hold his forehead and walk away, just like, this is too much. It's too much.
And it will be at this point that as you're walking away, you suddenly see it kind of gets bright in front of you, and looking up, the clouds have parted for a single ray of light down on Ziyu, and now Rod's hammer appears before you, and his voice booms out. It is a time like this you must know that you are the greatest and most glorious, and no one can tell you otherwise. And it fades out.
His hammer appears in front of me?
Oh, it was like a...
Oh, it was just like an image.
An image. Yeah.
So like the clouds parted and I saw Nowrod's hammer.
Oh,
And
yeah. and then you'll find that you are wearing the boots of haste.
Oh.
And you'll just feel kind of like a weight on you, and you are wearing the boots of haste. His hammer is strapped to your back.
Oh god, that's heavy. That over encumbers.
He just flopped backwards.
Attached to your belt is a new jade carving of a female elemental. And you have a cloak of resistance and a big bag full of gold ore.
Yeah, so Ziyu just immediately slams to the floor.
Oh god.
He's got hundreds of pounds of gold and
gold
a hammer and
From the mine.
Ziyu's going to look up at the sky and just thank Nowrod.
and this is all terribly heavy.
Yeah. I was thinking about putting it into my inventory, but it's heavy and I need to go look up how much all of it weighs and stuff.
Okay.
But I guess Ziyu's gonna stumble back to the fort trying to carry all this
Just all of
stuff.
a sudden.
I think he's just dragging a bag of gold. Just
Really heavy.
There's just a gorge running from where he was all the way back to the fort. Just
What are you guys doing while I do manage this
Oh, yeah.
inventory?
Aldous was going to try and escape from the people following him. He's just going to try and, duck out of sight.
Okay, if you check Nowrod's pages and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So, what's you doing?
He was just going to try and duck out of sight and escape the people following him.
Alright, so, you'll want to give me a sneak check.
Which I have advantage to, but that's a 31.
That's a 31.
That's the 31.
You were nothingness.
I am the knight.
So,
Not
hey,
even
where did
night.
the zombie go?
Where do you disappear off to?
He's just gonna go back inside the fort and see where Kiros is hanging out.
All right. Yeah, back in the fort, Akiros is telling his guards to be on, extra special duty, and he's giving them powerful weapons that defend himself from like rioters if they're attacked, and telling them to be careful. And yeah, when you get back in, he's gonna be like, "Wow, good job calming things down out there. This is a mess."
Who was that guy?
That was Grigori. I don't know where he's from. He showed up a few days ago while you guys were gone, and he's just been telling tales at the inn, talking about how dangerous it is here. And
You see him again? Throw him in the lake.
I don't think I could do that. Too much of the town is on his side. If we just get rid of him, it's gonna be even worse.
The pot thickens.
Aldous, you need to make this problem go away.
Since you're picking the worst way to deal with all of these problems.
Do you know where he's staying?
He's at the inn.
At the inn.
Oh god.
That's where all the visitors stay, unless they got tents.
Okay.
As we're gonna fade out from there and into the forest where Jed is. Jed, what are you doing?
Get
Oh,
eaten by wolves alone
being really
again.
smug. I don't know. I'm just riding my horse, throwing rocks at birds and such.
Matching throat scar on the other side.
So as you're passing through, a shadow passes, and it's like for a few minutes you don't see anything. You think it was probably nothing, and then again some more shadows pass by, just kind of probably about 30 feet from you. You can give me a wisdom check to
A wisdom check.
a perception check to see what they are.
Okay, hang on. I forgot what my
next,
perception
right?
was. Okay. Oh, hang on, I'm not Jed. Okay. 17.
Okay, so yeah, actually, as you're looking around, you spot them and you recognize them as kobolds. But kind of as you do, you feel something jump on your back and then scurry off, and you hear like a clink, clink, clink as it runs off behind you.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
Can I tell if I still have all the gems on me?
The bag of gems is gone.
Okay, I'm gonna chase that motherfucker down.
Alright, so as you run after him, he's particularly fast, and you see there's some others with him. And you think, like, if you tried to pull out a weapon and attack them, you'd quickly lose them. So are you just gonna continue chasing after them?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, a lot of time is gonna pass, and you'll need to give me a con check to continue running.
Okay.
And
Let's-
I need to... Where are the rules for that? Is that on
If
the-
he was riding his horse, wouldn't it be a horse?
Oh,
The horse's contract?
Oh yeah, are you on?
Well, yeah. I mean, the
Wasn't he in
horse
a
is
forest?
faster than I am, so.
Oh, if he was in a forest, maybe not.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
I don't know.
whatever you think would be more reasonable.
Well,
Oh, there goes my connection. Come on.
chasing, you're gonna slowly get slightly closer, slowly starting to catch up to him. But give me a con check to run.
Okay.
Hey, you can still hear me, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. I dropped for a second.
Alright.
18.
Alright, just a second. Alright, yeah, so you're continuing to chase him. Alright, and All right, yeah. So you're getting really close though. Give me another con check.
Okay.
But you've got a -1 to this.
Okay.
Actually, you don't have a -1.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
DC
we'll
just
just add.
increases. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a 20 then.
All right. So yeah, you managed
So lucky.
you managed to catch up to this one and grab it, but not before he throws it to another one nearby.
Okay, so these are pretty small then. Can I just like slam him to the ground and go chasing after the next one?
All right. So yeah, as you're chasing the next one, give me you're gonna have to make three more con checks to catch up to that one. So go ahead and make those.
Oh, man.
Do I have any penalties to these or?
No, the DC is just increasing each time, which I have.
Okay.
Damn.
I am so lucky. I'm really angry at these kobolds.
So, okay, yeah.
Okay.
So you're getting closer. You'll need 2 more.
Okay.
The odds.
I know the odds are so low.
No.
It's a 12.
That's a 12. So you're gonna get horror. Just at this point, you're just completely out of breath, and you're gonna have to stop running.
Can I shoot? Can I shoot at it with my cross? I mean, my bow.
Yeah, it'll be within range for like for a couple rounds, so you can go ahead and try to shoot at it.
Okay.
You're going to be fatigued, which gives you a -2,
Okay.
and it's going to have concealment because you're in the forest.
Okay. That doesn't hit.
Try shooting again. He's still within range.
Okay, one more time. Die. Oh. Does that hit? That's a 19.
A 19. Let's see. Just a second.
Maybe if you would have had a certain +1 compound bow with a strength rating of 2.
I can't use it though. It's a
Oh, yeah.
longbow. I have disadvantage.
So here is the. So he has a chance to dodge it, and the kobold or concealment gives you a mischance, and you barely miss, and he's gonna disappear from sight.
Ah!
It's at this point you hear that you're near a river, and you can also hear hooves of some probably small horse nearby. Like they're moving kind of quickly, kind of frantically, and the river isn't too far, maybe within 100 feet too.
That was your mule bike cord money, by the way.
So you're gonna investigate the sounds of the hooves of the river?
Probably. I'll walk to that.
Alright, so your horse probably would have followed you to an extent if you were friends with it. Were you terribly friendly with your horse?
I mean, I wouldn't be mean to it.
Okay.
I'd probably just treat it like a horse.
Alright, so then yeah, if you feed it and whatever, yeah, your horse will have followed you to here.
Have we ever fed our horses? Even once? Ever?
I thought they just grazed.
Okay. You guys let them graze, you're so kind. So then yeah, as you're heading over to that, we're gonna cut back to the other group in town. So what's happening with Cassandra?
So when she started walking away, she's just like, she doesn't have to use her hands to cover her face. It's just she changes her gait in a way that makes her hair completely drape in front. So she's just like, she's just looking at her feet and walking towards the inn that way.
Alright. Yeah, when you arrive back at the inn, you're gonna see Grigori at a table in the center, and he's like got a group around him that he's telling tales. And right when you get in, let's see, so you've got your trait to hide among crowns. So I'm gonna say you're not noticed right away, and Vela, who's working there, is gonna pull you off to the side and ask what the hell's going on. Like, are you guys actually doing this bad stuff? It doesn't seem like you.
No, of course not. never even seen that man before.
Alright, well, I can't very well kick him out. He's got too many friends here, and he's paying a lot extra, and we really, need the money right now.
No, don't kick him out. That wouldn't be the right thing to do. I really should talk to him right now, but
Alright, well, do your best. Where are the elders?
Ziu and Aldous are, I think, at the fort or something. Jed took off. I'll tell you about Narod later. He's fine, but
boy.
it's complicated. My boy.
Ah.
He's going to look at Grigori and his cronies. What are they?
Alright. At this point, they'll have noticed you and just kind of slowly turning towards you, and they're gonna ask, what you've come to curse here.
I thought it had changed enough that this wouldn't affect me anymore, but it still does. I suppose this goes with the job. She's going to take one step and then start walking over to the table.
The group around isn't going to want to give you a spot, but Grigori himself will pull up a chair for you, acting all polite. Oh, please come sit down.
She's going to squint at him in the chair, and then she sits down. And then just kind of crosses her arms on top of the table. And then she sits up straight, and her face changes for a sec. Well, how has your time in our town, our little town, been? And she tilts her head and smiles.
I'm afraid it's not too great. I mean, there isn't all that much going on here. I wanted to go to a nice shop, but all there is this crazy alchemist who doesn't even want visitors most of the time. He almost blew up one of your townsfolk. And, besides that, all you've got are a half-constructed garrison and the ruins of a castle. I mean, why is there even an inn here?
Well, the inn was one of the first concerns, because
Cheering for him.
Let's see, how long has this city-state existed? What was it? I actually can't remember now. What was it, like 6 months? 5 months?
Yeah, like half a year.
Let's see. It is... Kingdom Hearts 6 has passed. Yeah, it has been just about 6 months.
Let's see. In a little under half a year, we've swept clean this area of bandits and at least the majority of more dangerous monsters. That fort itself manned 30 men. I don't remember exactly what amount of them are dead now, but, that's how it goes with the whole conquest type stuff. Let's see. There are still plans to repair that. We've built roughly, 3 or 4 housing blocks. There's at least somewhere around 700 to 800 people here now. The census isn't quite so organized yet, I'm afraid. There's that inn. We have Boken here. There's, quite frankly, a lot of stuff to take care of, and let's see. How long have you been here? At the very least, you seem quite the keen researcher that you apparently know so much already. And she turns and looks at the other people.
Okay, as you're saying all this, you can give me a diplomacy check, and kind of as the group becomes, looking at it from the other point of view as you described it, they're gonna generally scoot their chairs towards you.
23.
Because everything's like a movie.
So yeah, 23.
23. Yeah. Most of the people here at the table have moved to your side, and they're gonna, ask Grigori what the hell he's doing. And yeah, you've only been here a week. What, are you making this stuff up? And Grigori's gonna get upset, and he's gonna kind of storm off.
Oh, I still wanted to. Wow.
He does not seem to want to talk anymore.
He's just looking at the other people on the table. Well, that's too bad, I'm afraid. Not everyone can be on the job all the time like we are. She's going to, and she's going. There's a little bit of a sneer in that smile that time, but then she doesn't sneer.
Some of us are gonna pat you on the back.
For some reason, wherever Ziyu is, he just suddenly sneers, not knowing why.
Ziyu makes it back to the court, lugging all of this gear.
I'm going to clear off a space in the treasury and make a small shrine to Nalrod with all of this stuff.
Don't worry, Jed made room.
He only took he just took a bag of jewels. That didn't take up any space.
Okay.
I just thought he took some of Ziyu's stuff.
You can have Ziyu's old crap.
Ooh, some books. I don't think Jed would have been interested. Nerd books, whatever.
So Akiros is talking to Aldous, and he's gonna go on like, I'm not sure how my job around here became so much PR, but I can, my recommendation would be, let's see, Ziyu said you guys were sticking around for a month, and that sounds like a fantastic idea. I think if you tried talking to everyone, I mean, the stuff Grigori is, it's based on actual stuff, I think, but he's really exaggerating, so I think if you talk to people, you might be able to fix it. And, I mean, I'm not sure how to deal with the man himself. He seems to be well stuck in his ways, and, it doesn't seem like a personal issue. I doubt it could be a personal issue. Maybe, maybe someone's making him do it, told him to do it.
You should go detect stuff on him.
At that, Aldous is just gonna look up.
Look up.
Like he was just looking down, and then at someone paid him to do it. He's just gonna look up.
Okay. Akira's is gonna step back.
That was the telepathy me and Anthony have.
Okay.
I like how as warden he's basically been our coach. like the guy in the pit crew in our ear, like that kind of thing.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
All right.
He was probably honestly the one who ran it when it ran the Staggerlords for it.
Oh god, that makes sense.
Oh man, but he hasn't had a change of scenery in a long time.
Oh boy, this guy needs a vacation.
We can't send him on vacation, then we'll be down 3 kingdom officials, which would be incredibly detrimental.
Oh god, we're gonna have to figure out how to explain the whole. I mean, we didn't have a military before, but our general just disappearing out of thin air. Oy. Anyway.
Aldous is gonna head towards the inn.
You know what?
Alright.
I think. You know what, Cassandra? What were they? Were the people? Was there anything on the table before, or was it just a round of? Or is it just a round of squawking people?
People have drinks. People are drinking. It is.
She's.
Mugs.
You know what? She's going to get a mug. She's going to come back, and pull out her cards. And ask if anyone wants in. And then, while she's playing, she's just going to continue talking about. Basically, just start talking about stuff that's happened when we're out on the road and concerns we've had, stuff like that.
All right. So Aldous, you're going to arrive at the inn while Cassandra's there's a big group there, and I guess you would be somewhat surprised to see Cassandra playing cards with this huge group of people.
She's actually taking the.
Stories.
Oh yeah, like
He's momentarily interested, but then he remembers why he's there, and he goes and asks Vela where Grigori is.
Oh,
she's totally
he's in
dealing the cards with Mage Hand, by
upstairs.
the
I
way.
think it's 6.
I'm just gonna go talk to him. I'll knock on his door.
All right. She.
I won't knock it down, I promise.
Please don't. She's gonna pass you the key.
He's gonna go upstairs and he's gonna knock.
All right. Sorry, just a second. And yeah, so after just a few seconds, the door is gonna slightly open, and you're gonna see a face let up through the slit, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, it's Mr. Scary again. What can I help you with?"
I was wondering if we could have a little chat.
I'm really busy right now.
Well, so am I, but I'm making time for you, sir. I might have been a little rash earlier, but now I actually do intend on talking.
He's going to shut the door.
I'll just
I
cast
pictured
flames
him
with the
doing it
faithful.
really, really slowly.
As you're saying that, one door is saying,
Please.
Well, this is gonna knock again.
there's no response to this knock.
He's gonna stand there. He's gonna think for a minute. Is it the best course of action to just barge in?
I think you guys got about an equal amount of chaotic and lawful experience from how you've been handling this so far. Maybe even some evil from Albus and some good from Cassandra. It's really balanced. Alright, so what's Albus doing?
Hey, bud. Hey.
He's gonna knock a third time.
Alright, just a second.
The whole kill him with kindness thing is a muscle that Cassandra hasn't exercised in a while. But don't worry, she's very good at it.
And as he knocks, he's gonna say, "I do have a key, you know. I could just unlock the door and."
The door is going to open. I'd appreciate if you didn't. Some people who care about privacy. And it's open just a crack again.
I need to ask you one question, sir.
And what's that?
How much are you being paid? And he's going to make a small flick with his hand at the same time.
Okay.
And that's going to be the castigate spell.
Why would you castigate? What does that do?
He's gonna have to make a will save.
That sounds painful.
Alright.
You could have done like detect alignment or detect his lies or something.
What's the DC of this one, sir?
Don't need to blow a second level spell slot.
You make a good point.
No, if that's what you're doing.
He did it. He did. Aldous would do this.
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying
now
it's
that you mention it,
kind of overkill if you actually know
yeah,
what that spell
I might not
does.
want to waste that.
What
No,
does
it's not
castigate
wasting
do?
it because nothing's gonna attack us, hopefully.
I don't
Okay.
know.
You'll
Anyway.
probably. So what's the DC on that side?
But if you know what that spell does, then
Well, he's gonna detect lies on his answer first.
Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, so he'll detect lies.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
It's a class feat.
Just flat out.
He's going to let's see. Yeah, he responds that he's not being paid at all. He just, doesn't want to see a bunch of people die. And detect lies, is that just automatic, or how does that work?
you know
Each
if the
round you
target
concentrate.
deliberately and knowingly speaks a lie by discerning disturbances in its aura caused by lying. It's a will
Yeah.
save to negate.
Alright, so what's the save DC?
Uh,
Nailed it.
I did. Oh, he did?
He did. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's definitely lying.
What's he lying about?
That he wasn't paid at all, and he just doesn't want to see a whole town of people die.
So he is being paid.
So, Aldous is gonna stick his foot in the door. I'm gonna ask again. Who's paying you?
You can give me an intimidate with that.
Ah,
No.
I mean, it's still not gonna be awful, but it went from a 15 to a 5 there. But intimidate is a plus 14, so
Oh,
it's a
Jesus.
19 to intimidate.
He's gonna to look a little shaken. And especially with how you kind of creeped him out earlier. Let's see. All right, yeah, he's going to say that, you know, the town and Fort Drelliff don't seem to like you.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go down to our treasury, and I'm gonna get you some gold, and then you're going to leave.
He tries to stifle a smile. He's like, and he goes on to say, "You'll have to match or beat them. It's a better deal for me."
I'm not going to match or beat them.
Are you telling me that out of character?
No, he's telling that straight to his face.
Then why should I?
Dude, that should have been an intimidate check. Like,
Yeah.
he should have, like, had a different inflection when he
It's
said
like, I'm going
beat.
to pay you an amount, and then you're going to go away.
Yeah.
That's a 20.
Oh,
20.
shit!
Okay. Yeah. And he goes, we'll see. We'll see.
So Aldous is gonna take his foot out of the door, and he's gonna just give him one last penetrating glare,
Alright.
and then he's gonna head downstairs.
I love how you and Cassandra are good cop, bad cop.
Alright.
Does that just make Ziyu the police chief?
Oh,
Yeah.
So, when you come down, Cassandra's talking about... What is Cassandra talking about? Cassandra's kind of talking about... And so, get this. The next night, we go to camp. Another boar, even bigger. It was the wrong boar the first time. That's why it went down so quickly. It was over in like 6 seconds. This bastard was huge. He was like easily 12 feet. Hey, Aldous, hi. And she kind of waves, and she waves and raises a mug towards you.
Yeah, and it's clearly public knowledge that Aldous is definitely one of the town leaders, and a bunch of people are somewhat interested in your case because Grigori made a really ill light of your zombification, which is kind of hard to make good light of.
Cassandra probably didn't talk about that.
My case. Well, put simply, it's a curse. It's something that I'm aiming to get fixed, but it's a long story. Weren't we talking about tatzelworms? I mean,
No.
Actually, wasn't that
it
the
was
story
the boars,
about
not the
the
tatzelworms? Oh my god!
Great white elk?
Don't even get me started on the tatzelworms. I don't even remember half of that because I was dead for a little bit. And she points her finger around the table.
Okay, yeah. And with that, I can. Let's see. You guys can give me diplomacy checks. Whoever gets the lower assisting the higher.
Is there any reason that Ziyu would appear at the
that's
end?
an 18.
Yeah, Ziyu can be there.
23.
It's been a little while.
Okay, I guess after this Ziyu will show up.
Okay, what did you get?
18.
And
23. So
was
you
that?
beat 15, so yes, you were able to help Cassandra. So that's a 25.
Surprisingly.
All right, yeah. So a bunch of people are in the inn now, and apparently have moved to your side. And so it's like most of the people in the inn are kind of, are no longer with Grigori or questioning you guys, and they're like, kind of pissed at Grigori now for trying to make you guys look so bad.
And also for making them look like suckers. Because they're suckers, let's be honest. Cassandra doesn't say these things, but come on.
I guess around here, Zu would walk in. And just like turn and notice everyone at the table and walk over.
Ben, good to see you.
Is you. I'm sorry about earlier.
He's gonna like sit down at the table. There's a seat open for him, right? Maybe.
A seat will open up as you walk
Okay.
in, yeah.
He's gonna just like sit down at the table and just look kind of depressed.
A mug is put down in front of you. A really big mug.
Oh, Jesus.
He's gonna like pick it up and smell it and then put it back down.
Aldous is gonna put his hand on his shoulder. I didn't mean to leave things in the state that I did.
He's gonna push his hand off his shoulder.
I know you don't need that, especially now with Naurod and, well, Jed.
So what are we gonna...
I think I've taken care of things.
Taking care of what?
Cassandra's gonna look at you a little freaked out now.
Aldous is gonna wink his eye with an eyelid.
Cassandra's expression changed from freaked
After
out to
earlier
worried.
today, I'm a little afraid that you might have taken care of things.
It's okay.
Really?
Really. I just, I need a loan.
A loan?
Do you have any gold on you, perchance?
That depends on what cause it's to be used for.
Oh, we're gonna say Grigori told you that you need to meet or beat 5,000 gold. Is what he told you.
Okay. It's for a good cause. I can't say more here.
Well, then I don't care to hear it.
Can we talk in private?
No. Why should we use the kingdom funds for things behind the people's backs? It's their taxes, right? Let them hear what you're doing with it.
I want to make a memorial for Naurod.
They don't know what happened to him, do they?
Cassandra
No.
shakes her head.
That was just yesterday. And then Zu's just gonna kind of whisper under his breath, "There's no way we can explain that. We can't tell them what actually happened. They'll think we're insane."
Well, I'll be back in a little bit then. He's gonna get up and leave. He's not gonna explain more. He's gonna head off towards the fort.
I wish I could do some kind of sense motive on him right now. I don't know what that would get me though. So I guess Cassandra's still here?
Yeah, like the card game kind of stopped while she was watching you, and then she's like, and then she deals more cards via Mage Hand as the next round goes, and she's just, I can go ahead and drop out of this if you want to talk. She kind of pushes her mug away.
No, not really. And Z will get back up and leave.
You can. Okay. Whew. Oh, that's a downer.
Z walks into the inn and makes everyone depressed. And walks back out.
And where did all this go?
I just went back to the fort.
Okay. So then, back with Jed. As you come up to the edge of the river, you spot there's a. It's actually much further up ahead. Kind of following the river, there's a there's 3 wagons being pulled by ponies, and there's a group of gnomes on the wagons and around them.
Gnomes. Weird.
And you also notice a bunch of kobolds much closer to you, like hiding in the bushes, kind of stalking this group of gnomes.
Uh-oh.
Do they notice me?
No.
Am I still fatigued?
Uh, for maybe a minute more, yeah.
Okay. So, would I be able to sneak attack them
Okay.
by hiding from them after I'm not fatigued?
Sneak attack who? The
The
kobolds?
kobolds.
Okay,
Get on. Sneak attack the gnomes. And...
You just
I'm
kind
I'm
of
not
ran
angry
into
at the
the kobolds.
gnomes. I'm angry at the kobolds. I'm gonna kill them all.
Oh god.
actually, as you're looking around, you notice a few of the kobolds seem to be hostile towards you, while the rest continue to stalk the wagons. And the group of kobolds here seem to be trying to stop you from kind of blowing. They're just like, they're sneaking towards you. You know, they're pretty aware that you can see them, but they're still trying to be quiet. And the gnomes and the other kobolds are slowly making distant, or getting more and more distant.
I am going to make a scene.
The biggest scene.
The biggest scene. Blow their cover. Can I pick one up and throw him? I'm gonna try and do. Actually, you don't know. That's a grapple check, isn't it?
If you want to make a scene, you should launch one of the fireworks at them.
Oh
I
god.
will. I'll do the shitty firework. I'm gonna launch it. At the kobold.
It doesn't really launch. It's just like a thing that pops
it's
on
like
the
a
ground.
firecracker.
It's like a Roman candle.
You'd have
Okay.
to throw it.
Sure, let's do that.
So you're gonna light it and throw it at the other ones?
Is it like a stick? Is like a stick of them that just go pa 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 pa? Or is it like one of those things?
So then I think we're gonna need some music. So
You want to make a scene, you light a firework.
Thank you
then-
for reminding me about the fireworks.
I need exciting music. It's not like dangerous combat. Like, oh, here, this looks good. So what follows is a ridiculous scene where you've thrown the firework, and all the gnomes look back at where the kobolds are, and a bunch of the kobolds are gonna jump, and there's a very quick battle between the kobolds and the gnomes. Generally, the gnomes have killed most of them, but the kobolds, a lot of them seem to be targeting the ponies, and one of the ponies in the wagons is drawn into the river, and it starts to flow away rather quickly. And the others are freaking out, and they've killed the rest of the kobolds, and they're just kind of gonna start following on the river. And except one of them, who looks like kind of beat up, and he's got his helmet like low over his face. He looks like the leader is. Oh, who the hell are you?
Me? I'm Jed.
Haven't you heard of me?
I know. Where have you been?
He's gonna a bunch of the actually he's 3 of the gnomes are with him, and they're like holding out swords and shields in your direction. Now what the hell are you sticking kobolds in a group for? One of the wagons is in the river.
I can't even understand you. Talk in a lower octave, please.
God.
One of them
Jed,
is gonna
don't die alone.
He's gonna be like, excuse me.
So is there a gnome in the river, or is it just a cart and a pony?
There's a cart and a pony and some gnomes that are hanging on to the ponies and like quickly treading water, being dragged to the river.
Okay, Jed's going to ask, are you going to save them?
You notice the other carriages and most of the other gnomes riding kobolds are like following along close, and they're throwing ropes and stuff. He's like, yeah, but we gotta see you here. And another one prods you with the sword. We're gonna take care of you first. What are you doing here?
trying to get my stupid gold back from the gems. I forget what the kobolds tell for me
Gems?
actually. Money, some form of money.
Right. As you're saying that, you can give me a diplomacy check.
Trying to get my stupid gems back.
I know. God damn it, you know. Okay. Let's see. Diplomacy check. Hang on. I actually don't have this up. I should make a macro for this. Okay.
Oh my god, what?
You have made them hostile.
I'm double face palming so hard right now.
Oh my god.
Jed, don't die by yourself.
I'll try not to die.
Alright, give me one diddly damn second.
The Adventures of Jed.
Trying to get my stupid
Off
gems
to an
back.
amazing start.
So, Jed, very quickly now, two of them are gonna try to grab you.
Okay, I'm gonna try and shake them off.
Okay.
You guys are so unappreciative. I should have just let the kobolds kill you all.
Okay, with that, you can give me another diplomacy check.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a
Don't
d20. Just
possible.
know that it's -1.
Point.
Oh,
There's
God.
always a 5%.
Oh hey, it's 16.
16. Okay. Alright, so with that, they're gonna just be like, well, if you want to prove you're not against us, help us get that back. And they're gonna head off and start chasing it down the river.
Okay, Jed's just going to drop. Oh, what does he have heavy on him? Probably just his coat and chain, and jump into the river to go get them.
Okay, that's pretty boss.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
not
specifically
good.
aligned good. A
Yeah.
good thing.
Yes, he doesn't want to get killed by no.
Oh,
This
okay.
would just be embarrassing.
I guess it's a
Well, if
neutral
it's
thing.
for self-preservation, I guess it's a neutral thing.
Like, I am not gonna let Jed be killed by a pack of gnomes.
No, the embarrassment.
Okay, anyway.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a swim check as you're swimming after it.
Okay. 27.
You don't sound terribly excited. Yeah, you managed to catch up, and there's one of the ponies on this end barely attached to the wagon, and there's a gnome hanging onto it that seemed to have passed out, but is like still attached to it. It looked like he was riding this pony.
Okay, so there's one that's still conscious and one that's passed out.
There's
What?
one that's still conscious, like on top of the wagon, and as the wagon keeps like rolling over, he keeps climbing back on top of it. And then one that's passed out close to you, and you're just like just at the edge. You can barely reach the pony on this side.
Okay, so can I get the unconscious one?
Yeah, you can grab onto the pony and pull the unconscious one out of the water, but
Okay.
there's not really that many places to take him.
Well, what about back to shore?
Yeah, you could try to swim him back to shore.
Okay.
You gonna do that?
Yeah.
All right. So give me a swim check for how quick you can get back to shore.
Okay.
It's probably unnecessary.
20.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, you quickly get back to shore and pull him up, and some others are gonna try to resuscitate him, and they're gonna be and with that, they're gonna kind of become more friendly to you. The leader is still kind of like, looking at you. He keeps trying to like throw ropes up to the one that's on top, and the one that's on top eventually grabs the rope and is dragged back to shore. And a bunch of the
Okay.
others are pointing at you and pointing at it. Jump back in there, get it!
Wait, what?
Pointing at it.
What are they pointing at?
They're pointing at the wagon and the
Okay,
ponies.
fine. I'll go swim out and try and get the wagon and or pony or whatever.
Two ponies. There's
Or
one on
two
each side.
ponies.
Don't you have like a horse?
Okay. What? My horse can't swim.
Yeah, but you can.
Can
tie,
my horse swim?
You can tie a rope to him and use him to help pull things.
Oh, I guess. Is my horse even anywhere near me right now?
He probably would have like backed off when you were approached by the gnomes.
He's combat trained, isn't he?
But
Because now Rod?
your horse wouldn't have freaked out. He would have backed off when the gnomes came up to you. But he'd be right here. He'd still be right nearby.
Okay, so I could tie ropes to him and try and swim to tie the ropes on the ponies and have my horse pull the ponies out then?
Alright, wait, what did you say?
So I could tie the rope to my horse and then go tie the rope to the ponies and we could try and pull them out
Yeah.
that way? Okay,
Yeah, you
that sounds
can
like a good idea.
And this will be like as you're simultaneously as you're like following the wagon on the side of the river. So okay, yeah. Do you have a rope on you?
My horse has one on him.
Okay, yeah. So you can tie that one to it, and then you're gonna jump back into the river with the other end in your mouth.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Okay, so
I
as you
imagine
jump
it's
back in,
another
yeah,
swim check. Okay.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you managed to make it up to the wagon, and a bunch of the stuff. It looked like there was a ton of stuff in the wagon that, because one of the doors has been ripped off, is like slowly floating away out of it.
So it's
sorry,
important stuff then.
They look like general trade goods, but it is like probably a third of their stuff.
I suppose you want me to get this too, shouts Jad.
Just close the door.
Just close the door? Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like there's two doors on the back, and one of them was pulled open by the water, and that's where stuff's coming out of.
Okay, he's gonna close the door.
All right. And the lock on it has been like ripped apart though as it pulled open, so it's not just gonna stay shut.
Let's think. I don't even have anything. Can I just like stand on the back and hold it shut?
Sure. You can give me a strength check to do that.
Okay. Strength check. Okay.
As all the gnomes start to lasso the wagon. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Jed's so strong. Jed's gonna flex. He's gonna-
He flexes while doing it.
Are there any gnomish babes?
Probably not. If there are, they're in male clothing and armor, and you wouldn't really be able to tell.
Okay.
All their
Yeah,
voices
there's
sound the
actually-
same.
There's probably one or two with like bright pink and purple hair.
They might just be gay.
I don't even.
Wow.
Sorry, that was uncalled.
They're not.
We are offended by
I-
Jed's
They're not gay. They're gnomes.
That could be the
That's such a
second thing.
terrible thing to say.
Maybe they're just gay.
Oh God.
All right.
But I guess if they are, he can still flex for them. Whatever.
It still works.
Never
Whatever.
mind. Okay. Anyway, what's the result of this?
Yeah, shot. I'll say that strength check will also, like, you can easily find a spot and tightly tie the rope to it. Although this one rope doesn't seem like quite enough to pull the wagon out, and you're approaching a rocky area.
Huh.
I really like the music for this. Oh,
I would say maybe a bit of a try to yell at them to throw more ropes. Maybe the diplomacy
Yeah,
check. But,
probably. I think that's all I can do.
All right.
Unless I want to cushion the blow with my body, which I don't.
very
So,
much not.
Which that's not going to
One of
happen.
the gorgeous
Okay.
ones with the pink and purple hair, really excited to throw a rope for you. Catch mine.
Jesus.
Okay, so I'm going to try and tie these ropes to the wagon and tell them to pull on them.
All right. Yeah. So give me a strength check to continue holding the door shut while your time
Okay.
is on.
There's like
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I used my rope already.
there's like
Yeah,
one
yeah.
horse with a line on it, and then like a bunch of gnomes on ponies all pulling ropes.
That's
No.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
So for a second, you there's a big push of water on the door, and it's gonna knock you off, and you're sucked underwater.
sick. Sucked under.
Give me a swim check to get back to it,
Okay. Oh wow.
which is probably pretty easy.
Not bad.
Yeah. So you swim right back to the wagon, and they're all ready, and they're gonna try to throw the ropes to you again.
Okay.
You can give me a dex check to catch them.
Okay.
Yeah, sleight of hand if you have it. That seems like appropriate for catching.
Sleight of hand. Okay. I think that's 10, 11.
Ah.
Oops.
Number
Oh, except that's wrong. Why is that wrong? Okay. I'm just gonna roll d20.
Yeah, you can just roll it. Don't worry about typing in new macros. That's what.
Okay, 26.
All right,
Jesus.
26.
I
Okay.
think
yeah,
so. That's 15
catch-
plus 11. That's 26, right?
Yeah, you
Catch the.
You catch 5 more ropes.
Oh man.
And,
Okay, let's try and tie these ropes to it.
Okay, yeah. If you're not holding the door shut at the same time, you can easily tie them. But are you gonna try to hold the door shut?
I won't try and hold the door shut. I'll start holding it shut again after I have the ropes tied.
Okay, so you get them all tied to it, and you're really quickly approaching the rocks. And it seems like they need some help pulling back, so you'll need to help pull on the ropes from your side to get out of the way of a really big rock. So give me.
Okay.
that.
I'm just gonna, yeah, I suppose I'm gonna have to give up to holding in their stuff. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna help them pull the thing away from the rocks.
What is even happening?
All right, so give me a strength check for that.
Okay. Work. Okay. Yeah, that will work.
Oh, so you barely get out of the way of the rock, and you slowly make it back to shore, and they start pulling the wagon out. And we'll cut back to town.
The wacky misadventures of Jed.
I was thinking just now, I totally should have asked if I could do a perform oratory check, because Cassandra's basically just spinning tales now of things that actually happened.
Didn't he?
Okay, so yeah, as we come back to you guys, I guess, yeah, that part is over.
Yeah.
So what's happening back in town?
But seriously, Nowrod had all our gold, didn't he?
And you know what? Even in ascending, he would have kept it.
Oh my god,
So-
we had so much money.
Whatever was in Nowrod's pockets is lost. Let's see. With Nowrod's ascension, we paid. We paid about 1,200 gold for Nowrod's ascension.
Wait, didn't he also send a bag of gold to him, or?
No bag of gold.
No, that's his gold.
Yeah.
He kept it.
No, I remember saying what was the bag
Gold
full of then?
ore, not gold.
No, he gave us gold ore that he
Oh.
mined.
Oh.
It was really heavy too. 24 pounds of it.
There's a bag of ore, which we don't have we don't have any of the facilities here to do anything with.
To refine it, no, we don't have a forge.
No, we could. You just have to send it back north to the mine.
As soon as Aldous realizes this,
I'm not
he's-
sure whether I should praise him or curse his name.
As soon as
That
Aldous,
actually applies to most of my comrades.
as soon as Aldous realizes this, he's just gonna sink to his knees.
Well, there went your payoff money.
would have only been like a little more than a fifth of it anyway. The guy wants a lot.
Oh. So,
He just said we're cutting back. What? Who,
Yeah.
Who are we? Who are we cutting back to?
We're back in town.
Yeah.
what's Zio doing?
Yeah, what is you doing?
God. Ziyu's gonna go out to the lake.
Alright.
And he's just gonna kind of sit by the water's edge and, like, I guess, like, pray?
Right.
Yeah. Just kind of. I don't know. He's just kind of thinking by the edge of the water. But a lot's happened, and yeah,
Okay. Wait, is he praying
I guess.
to?
Aristil, I guess.
And now Rod.
And Naurod. He might be trying to fashion some sort of holy symbol of Naurod. Like, specifically Naurod.
It's a hammer, right?
Just like a little wooden hammer on a string.
So, yeah, as you're fashioning that, another image comes before you. It's an image of the new jade carving of a female elven monk. With another new jade carving of a female elven monk, and they're just like pressing together.
Naurod.
As if they were in between two hands.
And,
that were just
I guess I'm just seeing this like on the water, like the where my reflection would normally be.
Yeah, and you're gonna hear a booming voice. Awful busy up here. Everyone wants to talk to me. But here, looks like you could use some change. And in the water, suddenly just appearing above the sand is 1,000 pieces of copper.
Pieces of copper is more weight than it's worth.
all that change.
Is it in a bag or is it all just like floating?
It's
Just
all
1,000
just, like,
individual pieces.
It's all just like on the sand under the water.
Like it just like unearths itself.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like splash the water, disrupt the image.
Stupid thing. I can't even. So, yeah.
And then I guess I'm gonna summon Fenrir and just like chat with him while everyone else is doing their thing.
So what's Cassandra doing?
I was actually wondering if I could try and perform oratory checks because she's actually.
Oh yeah. You.
Yeah.
Go for it.
She always kind of wanted to do this, and now she is doing it. So let's go. Let's do it. That is going to be a 21.
21. You're actually drawing a pretty big crowd, a bunch of people from outside, and a bunch of people are suggesting that you move it outside into the square in front of the fort.
Oh, no, maybe some other time. That would be a good idea. Good idea.
Oh.
I know.
It's overcrowded. There's no room for anyone else.
So as it's so crowded, some of the people that were there earlier are leaving to make room, and a bunch of new people are filing in.
Oh,
And,
I know. She claps her hands over her head. Does anyone else have any stories? Huh? Huh? She kind of looks around, waits for someone to respond.
Nervous.
There's probably gonna be a couple of responses from people, maybe like Finkel Trent Tumped and
Oh, God.
others in town.
Please don't tell about the story where you got mugged on the road on the way back to town. That would increase unrest.
Oh, Mr. Triptum! Mr. Triptum, come on! Come here, come on!
Oh no.
It's great,
So
you gotta
he's
try it!
He's gonna tell a story about a time his mom made oatmeal that was like just as thick as glue. And you could put your spoon in the bowl and lift it up into the air, and it would hold it.
And while And while he's talking
Riveting.
about that, Cassandra's gonna try to slip out.
This is really exciting for him.
Oh god.
All right.
Wait, who's telling the story?
Fingal Trim Tub.
As you're sneaking out, or as you're trying to get out, you'll need to give me a sneak check, and I think you can use your trade bonus on that.
Oh sweet. I forgot about that.
But
Okay.
The thing. Okay, so yeah, the skills. Oh, ouch. That's going to be a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a 10.
Oh, okay. So you don't quite make it out, and a bunch of people drag you back in.
Oh no! I have duties to get to. I'm sorry. I can.
No, you're fine. You're good.
I really.
It's only like 4. Plenty of time in the day left.
No, I really should. Here, take the rest of this, and she hands him the mug. It's fine. No, I gotta go.
Okay.
Just kind of squirm out of the way, out of the inn.
You managed to make it out.
Whew.
And where is Aldous right now? Is he back at the fort?
Aldous is gonna talk to Akiros. What was the people that whatchamacallit told him about?
What?
What were they called? What was the name?
the Stag Lord?
No,
Thing?
the
Oh, the fort.
Gregory
Whatever.
or Grigori.
Grigori. Fort Drillev.
Fort Drillev? Okay.
Yeah. So
He's gonna ask
looking
Akiros about them.
And Cassandra was
Akiros
heading to the
is
fort,
gonna
by the way.
Okay. Akira says he's not quite sure, but there's probably, you guys have some documents with info about the nearby nations that Finkel dropped off. And if you guys check those, you will find that that Fort Drelev is a fledgling town to the west, kind of created under a similar charter to the ones that you guys had.
Why can't we just be friends?
Maybe you should have stolen their supply wagons.
I know you should have stolen their supply wagon.
The irony is we should have just done everything Jed said.
Jed was right the
We
whole
should have
time.
gone to the creepy house in the swamp, and we should have dug up the dude's grave, and we should have stolen from ourselves and the other country.
I know we should have done all those things.
Oh my god.
So wait, I don't even remember the supply crates.
It was Jed was talking about like doing a stagecoach robbery of the supplies sent to the other nearby.
Oh. I remember now.
Akiros should heed my wise words. Okay, so my headphones are acting like crap. I'm pretty sure they're on their last legs.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I need to get new ones really badly.
They weren't expensive ones, were they?
They're like 100. I've had them for 2 years
Oh,
now.
those beautiful ones.
Yeah. The ones I really loved until they just started breaking. Like only one of the headphones
Is
on
it
it
the left
works
side?
now.
Is it the left side?
It's the right side actually.
Huh. Weird. Okay. So, I guess Cassandra can show up at the fort at some point.
That is too bad. So, what?
What is that noise?
Oh, Mollen's
I think it's a sink.
washing some stuff.
Okay. Anyway.
Are we on break now? Or are we still in game?
This sounds like a good time to take a little break. Yeah.
Let's take a break. Take a little break. Break time. Take a little break.
When everyone's back. In,
Cool.
like,
Oh, man.
I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
God, Cassandra did the storytelling thing, told stories.
And I actually prepared things, and I think we can make progress.
You joking?
No, this is really. I love what's happening.
Oh, I
right
mean,
now.
no, I mean, like, I have a bunch of stuff prepared, like, outside of town, but we're just doing a ton of great stuff in town. Well, I guess most of what has happened I did prepare, but I prepared a bunch of other stuff that we're probably not going to
All this is really cool. I really like this statement. Good job. Good DM, best DM.
Oh my god, are you okay, Philip?
Did I hit you in the eye?
Boom, headshot.
How did I hit you in the eye?
Your aim's too good.
And it hit me in
I
the
threw
eye.
a Swedish fish. I didn't mean to hit you in the eye. I'm sorry.
See, it's actually your fault because you didn't have your mouth open. And it would have been a perfect shot.
It's not my fault. It's Joe Boris's.
Joel Boris.
Somewhere over here.
That's what I had on my head.
It was just Swedish fish. I'm sorry. I thought I was more, so I turn over there and then turn over here. I thought, like, where my sauce ready? No. Thank you, I guess.
I didn't mean to hit you.
Don't worry about it.
Worry about it. Blame yourself.
Yeah, blame yourself.
Doesn't that look fun? Reminds me of Warcraft 3.
You know, if Ziu had left instead of Nowrod, I think the kingdom would have just, like, fell right there.
It would have flopped on top of itself.
God, I can't.
Like, Nowrod would have just gone up to the crowd after Cassandra and Aldous' episodes, and then I don't even know what he would have done.
Imagine what Nowrod would be doing to try to handle this.
Oh god.
Probably telling them that they should worship him.
We're doing a really bad job. of
You
it.
dare bring this this
What a sorry bunch of worshippers.
Is it just get?
you dare
I'm not
you
sure
dare
I want
bring
it to
this
be a thing
heretic to
where
my
Nowrod
town.
sends me like disturbing images with his new godlike powers.
Oh god.
It's just like a bother to Ziu where Nowrod just like makes really disturbing images everywhere.
Because what?
Because they hate us.
Why did they hate you?
That wasn't
Because
disturbing.
now
It was
it's
awesome.
That's why.
Okay, besides that.
Lots of reasons.
It's like you're my mom, like walking in like 20 minutes into the movie, asking what's going on.
What?
Only she does that while she's watching the movie with you, which is weird.
The next divine intervention is just going to be Nowrod's face, like raising his eyebrows a few times on the next time Ziu goes to sleep.
Oh god. Anyway,
Actually ascended.
anyway, dudes, I scarred a demigod. Woo.
We were basking in his glory the entire time,
Constantly.
as we should have been, apparently.
I don't think it's quite omnipotence, but
I'm struggling.
the less we examine that, the better.
Oh, that would explain it.
Rum, are you back? It's not.
Doesn't sound like it.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do.
Who is here?
The rest of
Everyone
us
but Roma.
I just didn't go anywhere. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go somewhere now. I gotta do the do.
I don't understand. How does it work? I know they're water balloons, but still.
Oh my god, you guys have no idea how early it was when Nalrod was planned for this.
Well, it was at least since Aldous laughed hysterically in the first season. And I get the feeling it became a thing before that.
Yeah, and he totally has, as he's ascended, he has class levels in Godling now.
Hi.
Hey, Roma. Alright, so you guys, everyone back and ready to go? Yes? Roma,
Yeah?
ready to go?
Yeah.
Alright, so continuing, I'm guessing at some point someone returns to the inn?
Aldous is going to make a withdrawal. It's not going to be a large one. It's going to be 500 gold.
Not from BP, from storage, right?
Storage. Yeah, you can pull out whatever from storage.
Okay.
And yeah, after not too long, you guys are gonna hear a booming voice coming from the inn that sounds like Nalrod.
Would I have heard
actually
that?
edit that.
Yeah, you guys will all hear it pretty loud.
Okay. I'll head towards the inn.
Yeah, I can't actually edit that.
Oh, you.
No.
How can you give him that information?
Hello.
So, yeah, but back at the inn, as you guys approach, you hear, and as you come in, you see the head of Nalrod floating above something in the inn, and apparently he's taken over storytelling.
What? What?
And he's telling a story about how a warg attacked them in the night, and it tried to kill him by biting his neck, but his neck is too manly for wargs, and it couldn't do anything, and he destroyed it with his hammer while Jed and Ziu played dead.
Also Cassandra. Also
That's
Cassandra.
pretty much what happened,
Yeah.
but one of them was dead.
One of them was not playing. Dad.
And that a giant and the grim white stag appeared to congratulate him.
To give him a high
And
five.
he's totally buddies with that guy now, up in that plane, you know. He doesn't actually know what it's called.
You have permission.
Oh, thanks.
And yeah, as he finishes with that story, his face is gonna disappear.
Are you sure?
And
No.
with that, Nalrod
What
will
email are you
be
using?
making a diplomacy check for
Well, Maverick.
you guys. He has a
This
plus
one that
2,
have to be logged
in.
which
So
isn't
many.
great. Here's that
There.
diplomacy check. Oh wow, that's not great. But okay. But yeah, it's gonna be enough to help out. We'll say he gets an extra +2 for appearing as a god.
Okay, so what else? What's happened before that? I just got back.
Oh yeah, apparently some other people told stories, and then just Nalrod's face appeared and interrupted because he had the best story to tell. Apparently.
Jesus. We were.
He's certainly flaunting his god powers.
Now we have a rogue demigod on our hands.
Because if you could do all that, why wouldn't you? Well, why are you concerned about causing chaos on the mortal plane? Just, just do it.
He's just showing off.
All right, so is everyone here or?
Yeah. Aldous is actually, he's going to turn invisible before he enters the inn, and he's gonna head up the stairs while
Oh, wait,
invisible.
so Cassandra never even bumped into him when she was heading to the fort, like I said before, David.
Oh yeah, you would have run into all this before. So let's jump back to that.
Okay.
All right. Would have been at the fort or when he was walking back over to the inn.
It's probably on the way.
Oh, hey Aldous.
Aldous is just, like he's really focused, and then he's like just brought out of it. He's like, "Wow, what?"
funny. I was actually gonna go to meet you and Ziu, or he's still at the fort, right?
I didn't see him there.
Oh. Well, sorry about that back there.
About what?
I kind of left you alone with the crowd.
No, you were fine. That you did nothing wrong.
No, I'm the counselor. That should have been my job to handle that.
We both
I mean,
left you.
And then she looks away. So what are you doing right now?
It's, I guess. Don't tell Ziu.
What?
But I'm taking care of our problem.
Taking care. Did you talk to Grigori or whatever his name was?
I did,
Oh.
and it was a
What'd you
lot
do?
less harmless than the first time.
What'd you do? I already
lot.
talked to him. Well. Okay, I guess that wasn't very professional either. What are you doing?
Well, I found out he's actually, he's being sent by the town over. They're paying him for some reason.
Facepalm.
To cause problems here, essentially.
Oh, so that. Oh, okay. That's a little more manageable to deal with. Oh, it is just the rumor
Yeah.
mill. I mean,
And I was about to go make him leave.
Yeah, we do have problems. Wait, make him leave?
Well, in a manner of speaking.
How are you gonna make him leave? You're just gonna scare him out of town? I mean,
Would you be opposed to that?
that would be kind of difficult to spin, but if he's from our neighbors to the east, was it east or west?
West.
It was west.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if he's from our neighbors to the west, Oh wait, no, he's being paid off, so there wouldn't be on official books anyway. I don't know. That just doesn't sound like a good idea this early on. At least not without talking to Tinkle about it.
What would you do? Whoa. What other course of action do we have at this point?
We find proof.
Find proof.
Uncover him as a fraud. I think our people will do the rest of the job for us.
Can you get him out of his room?
I can try.
Okay.
Wait, did you already talk to him tonight?
I did.
At his room?
I never got to enter it.
I think he's had enough excitement for today. It might just make things worse if we keep pressing for the rest of the day. I'll try to keep an eye on him, okay?
I'd rather not give him a chance to do more harm.
So in that case, what are you going to do?
Well, he kind of points towards a bag of money hooked on his belt. That's what he's worth to me.
You're going to match...
If he doesn't take that and leave, I am undercutting the our neighbors a little bit. I'll admit. Maybe a lot. 10%.
Or maybe none at all.
That's not the money we got from our travels, is it?
Rod took the money we got from our travels.
Oh God, he had all of it, didn't he? Ah. All right, so what you're saying right now is that
you want to pick it up?
so what you're saying right now is that the municipality of Glory is paying him off to leave.
The government of Glory. The taxes are solving a problem.
I look, the thing is, you make sense, but it's just, it doesn't seem right.
What would you have me do? Do you have a better solution? I'm all ears.
I really wish I could show up, but I can't keep having my character appear at convenient times.
I don't... Whatever we do, I don't think we should do it so fast. At least, not without talking to the rest of us. I guess
The
there's
rest
really,
of us
I guess there's really
being
just
Zeke.
you now. Damn it, Jed.
You know,
Jed-
if
Jed's
Jed was here, he would
gonna
be.
giggle.
You know, if Jed
Wherever
was here,
he
he
is.
would support my plan.
Yeah, I know he would, and that's not a good thing. I,
Actually, Jed would just say that we should like chase him out of town.
just run him out of town with a mob
Got a
chasing him.
second head start.
Riot guy can lead the charge.
Man, this is as good as a riot.
Oh god.
It's an anti-riot.
It is an anti-riot. It's a
What?
riot for a good cause.
What do you want to do, Cassandra? Do you want to get Riot Guy and lead an anti-riot against Gregory?
I
The counter riot, not an anti-riot.
A counter riot?
You know, riot seems a little harsh, but I think it is best if the townspeople are on our side with this.
Aldous is thinking a little bit. What if we did get Riot Guy to get people and throw him out?
Next, you're going to appoint him as our general.
General, oh god! Oh, you said it!
General Riot Guy.
Oh,
Because
it actually
war is
kinda
basically
makes
just a big
sense.
riot.
It's terrible, but it's true. Like, our Magister is Boken. How far removed is Riot Guy from General as Boken is from Magister? Oh, gee, oh my god. Oh. Okay. Back in character. Well...
You said yourself we had to get the people on our side on this before we did anything.
You know, it's funny you mentioned Jed. This seems like a plan he would approve of. I hear about him all the time. He must have a lot of connections in our community. It's worth a shot. Anyway, before we start paying off people under the table, I think all of us should have a say in that first. And I mean all of us. Whoever's left.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. He's gonna hand the money to Cassandra.
This is really curious. This is a
It's
lot.
500 gold.
It's kind of awkward. Okay, you just like went to the trouble of walking all the way back from the fort, so I feel kind of awkward asking you to take this back. Do you know where Zio went? I'll just take this back to the fort, and he's not there anymore, right? I think you said something about him going somewhere.
Talk to you.
Oh, Z was at the shore of the lake most recently.
All right.
I don't know where I'm off to.
Okay, I'll have to. I'll ask around, I guess. Yeah, I'll take this back to the treasury.
I'll
see
try and
if-
find Zio.
if I- Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, I'll be at the fort then, and she's going to head on to the fort to put this money back, this large amount of money.
So Aldous is just gonna walk around looking for Zio.
Asking around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably won't be too long until you find out where Zoo is. Would he still be at the shore?
Yeah, it would probably be around now where the 1,000 copper just appeared in the lake.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of staring at it, thinking, I'm not going to pick all that up.
So you find him, and he has a stare that just reads, I'm not going to pick all that up.
Aldous is gonna try and see what he's looking at.
There seems to be a large amount of copper coins littering the sand underwater.
Is this our new wishing well?
If it is, I'm short about 1,000 wishes. Or rather, Nalrod is.
Huh.
This was,
This was
graced us with his charity.
after, ascending to godhood with all our gold.
It wasn't all of our gold. It was just, like 25% of our gold.
It's all our personal gold.
Come on, Skype, don't do this to me.
Still have some personal gold in the treasury.
He's still like 3,000 gold in storage.
It was all the gold we carry around with us outside of town.
So, Cassandra and I were talking about this Gregory problem.
No problem.
Problem.
What problem?
Well,
You mean the problem I sorted out when no one was there to help?
it's not sorted. He's being paid. Our friendly neighbors. It's an inside issue here.
How'd you find that out?
I talked to him.
And he told you?
Oh, this is just gonna look at him?
You
Like-
didn't hurt him, right?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Then what's the problem?
Well, I see it. We have 2, maybe 3 solutions, at least that I can think of.
That are?
Well, we could pay him off. It's expensive.
Nope.
We could run him out of town. That's gonna hurt our reputations.
Nope.
Or we could get the people to turn against him and get them to run him out of town.
Not even necessary. We don't have to do anything. Do you believe what he's saying, Aldous?
Well, no.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
I'd hate to
Then
stop this conversation, but
We just keep doing what we're doing and prove him wrong. It's even easier that since we know he's been paid off, all you have to do is start one little rumor. Just one rumor. That he was just paid to incite a riot here. And as long as that spreads, he won't be a problem for us. The people start disbelieving him.
It would be so much more fun if we went to Riot Guy.
You sound like Jed.
Think about it. A counter riot.
Now you sound like Riot Guy. Just don't disappear on me with a note, okay? He prods the water surface.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hold on a second while I re-enter the call? Because, like, I haven't been able to find a good point where you're not talking so that I can do this.
Oh,
This is being really awful. Actually, can you just restart the
go
call?
for it.
Yeah.
There we go. Hello?
Hi.
Oh, you sound great.
All right, better. Okay, carry on. But you guys were talking?
Yeah, we were. Is Eldest gonna say anything?
Sometimes I forget we're actually in this together.
That's how it's always been. How could you forget that?
Sometimes it just seems like one way is best.
Although I have been starting to doubt that recently. But we'll just have to deal with it one day at a time. And he's gonna stand up. And I guess around now is when Nalrod's booming voice maybe started
Okay.
coming from the inn.
Yeah. And everyone, I guess, would head over to the inn. And there was that whole debacle.
Yeah.
I think you mean spectacle.
Spectacle. And then, as that ends, we will cut back to Jed. And
Speaking of debacles,
the gnomes are.
It was out there,
a lot
had to
of
go
them
for
are
it.
thanking you, but their leader seems kind of hesitant. But yeah, is somewhat thankful.
Okay. Now what I need you guys to do is help me search all these kobold bodies for a sack about yay big. Filled with stuff that's mine.
The leader isn't going to search, but some of the others will search, and they're gonna come back with a few sacks, and one of them you recognize as yours.
Yes. Okay. Who gave it to me?
One of the gnomes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna take it.
Hair?
Yeah, probably one of the ones with pink and purple hair.
Can I tell if it's a woman?
Yeah.
Roll perception.
Roll perception. Okay, perception.
They're not dwarves. Come on. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Very insensitive.
Yeah, this one seems to be a woman.
Okay.
Seems.
Jed's gonna say thanks, hot stuff, and take his bag.
Oh, jeez. So, yeah, and then their leader is going to introduce himself, and he says, I am Jubilost Narthropple. And
Narthropple?
I knew it.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna need to know how to spell that.
I know.
That just struck me as a really funny name.
Jubilost.
I am gonna need to know how to spell that.
Sound it out,
Jubi
Anthony.
lost Narthropple. Narthropple.
Okay, one more time.
Jubi lost Narthropple.
Jubilost Narthropple.
And well, I was surprised to meet you. I guess I'm glad that you came across us, and I am in your debt.
So,
Northrop.
You guys wouldn't be in the business of acquisitions, would you?
Oh,
I know.
E-L-E?
PP.
I know this is a stupid question to ask, but you don't happen to have any boats.
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. So where are you heading
I can
to?
sell you some wood, though.
I don't
Make yourself a nice boat.
carry around wood. Okay.
I don't do wood.
Alright, what'd you say?
Oh, he asked them where they were going.
Well, we've been making somewhat maps of this area. We're looking for somewhat of a landmark, a place we know is to the south. Alright.
Oh, let me guess. Is it Candlemere? It's Candlemere.
No. While Candlelight Tower is interesting, it is a slightly different fort that we search for. One abandoned by dwarves.
I don't think I've heard of it. Have I heard of it?
Let's see.
Depending on how much of the conversation you dipped out on after you found out we weren't robbing something, this came up when we were talking about the conspirators, and they were going to try to get us out of town by telling us about these guys, and they're looking for a dwarven thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No one seems to know about this this dwarven fort.
Okay, yeah, Jed probably wouldn't know any more than that then. Okay. So you're heading south.
He nods.
About where is Jed on the map?
Yeah, I'm actually a little curious as to where I am too.
Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and reveal it. It's going to be this hex. And alright, are you guys on this stuff? Yeah. So this hex right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and reveal this location. As is where you are. So Jed, here is where their camp more or less is.
Okay.
It's probably
Okay. Yeah, that's not the direction I'm headed in. I mean, I guess it's a little bit of the direction I'm heading in, but not really. Anyway, how late is it now?
let's see. It's still light out.
Okay.
But you think it's gonna be evening soon. It's like 4 or 5 p.m.
Oh god. Real quick, I just realized we named the area where we fought the Tatzelworms God's Footprint by the craters left by Mega
Oh,
Nalrod.
God.
I was wondering how it's called that.
Yeah. And now it's been legitimized.
It's just one of the.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please continue.
It's just one of the many spots on the pilgrimage to the sites of his amazing battles when he eventually becomes a religion and not a cult.
So, yeah, Jubilos goes on about how they're very busy and they've got to get this all back in order, and unless you need something in specific or you want to buy something that you should probably be on your way.
Did he bring any food with him?
Actually, he did not, because he gave all the trail rations to you
all
guys.
this.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if they have any trail rations I could buy, because that'd probably be prudent.
They're soggy.
He's not sure if he can still fish as well when Cassandra isn't around.
He doesn't even have a fishing rod. He just used Cassandra's. Anyway, yeah, let's buy some trail rations from them. Probably 10. I'll buy 10.
Okay, so yeah, they'll sell you trail rations from one of the other wagons for 6 silver each.
That sounds reasonable.
It would have been funny if Jed just got hungry and went home.
I know.
This is boring.
How old is Jed?
Okay. And after he does that, he's gonna go find the pink-haired gnome who gave him his satchel and grin lecherously at her and make it.
That's such a great word.
It is a really great word, and that's what he does. Makes a couple passes, see if she wants to ditch this camp for the night.
Hello? I think you broke David.
I broke David. Okay.
David, we can't hear you at all. None of you.
Can you hear me now?
No.
We're not. Can you hear me?
All of you are very far away.
No.
Oh god, what happened?
Oh, you're closer now. David, say something.
Okay.
Whoa.
David, get closer to the damn mic.
It was working fine
He's
before.
the same
Like,
distance he was
his
before.
position hasn't changed.
You've always been slightly quiet anyway. Get closer to the mic.
This is the best I can do.
You better be on top of it. Anyway.
But
How
you heard.
was this?
Anyway.
You heard everything I said, right? David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
She asks if she can help you in any way.
But Jed's not being blatant enough.
She's and she'll continue and introduce herself as Windinkle.
Windeagle.
Windinkle.
Windinkle. Okay.
Don't head that to the NPC's page. What are you doing?
As a
Jed's-
name.
So?
I know Jed will
Ouch.
introduce himself as Jed. And I don't know how can he put it more blatantly besides just saying, "Hey, do you want to go have sex?"
I feel like that's
All of a
something
sudden,
he might have
Kingmaker's
done
not
before.
rated PG-13 anymore.
Sorry. I scratched that from the
Who are you
records.
kidding? Who are you
It's-
kidding? Come on.
Give me a diplomacy check to pick her up.
Okay, fantastic.
I feel like just flat out
I'm
asking
gonna
is something he's done
Drop
before.
this.
And you can have advantage on this for being attractive for stepping the wagon.
Okay. Okay. Just imagine this is a -1 to it.
All right,
16,
you have advantage.
and then 4.
Well, 16.
Okay. So with a 16, yeah, that's enough for her. She's
Really? Oh. Finally.
What?
Okay.
How many
Yeah, she was
months has it
already
been?
pretty happy with you. So she's going to tell the others that she has a personal expedition and is going to try to sneak off with you.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna have my tent set up.
The tent is already
Where-
Well,
ready.
it's farther away. It's gonna be like to the west or something.
Oh.
So I'm not just gonna set it up in the middle of their place.
My God.
Oh, goodness.
Like he's gonna be like, okay, like she's an expeditioner. He can tell her like, oh, I'll be due west from here for like I don't know, half a mile or something, or a mile, probably 2 miles,
God.
right?
And what is your bonus to sneak?
My bonus to sneak, I think that's 11.
All right, so yeah, you can easily sneak off.
Yeah.
And well, you probably don't need to make your fourth save tomorrow.
Yeah, you do. Fort Save, don't praise.
Roll for it.
Gnome AIDS.
Port save.
No, mate.
No way.
Oh god, why is no this?
Okay. Okay, end scene. Let's go back to the other guys.
All right, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But I want to know if Jed got gnome AIDS.
This is so important.
I'm sorry, this is important to chat.
So that was happening back in Glory.
Who
I'm
was
good
that
till the
thing?
next kingdom turn.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that's at
Okay.
before?
Unless Cassandra wants to do anything.
So
Because I'm still waiting for.
then it fades to black.
Hang on.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
What'd you say, James?
Cassandra's still waiting for Aldous to show back up. She's just kind of sitting around in the fort, drawing in her notebook. Is there anyone here? Is Akira still here?
Some of the guards will probably be there, but Akiros is out.
She's,
Uh,
she's going
Aldous
to-
and Zio probably would have showed up at the same time. This is after the whole inn thing, so
Yeah, because Cassandra's just I'm not really sure what's in the fort. She's just sitting on a bench somewhere, and she's apparently writing in her journal.
All right.
all this is just gonna give away.
She's writing in her journal.
All this is gonna look at Zu.
What are you looking at me for?
Shrug.
And Cassandra looks up. Oh, you're back. And she's going to put the pen away, close the journal, start putting stuff back in her bag, which is sitting next to her on the bench. Oh, hey, I didn't realize you were bringing him back. Hey, Zu?
Hey, did something happen?
No, did Aldous already talk to you?
Yeah, briefly.
Well, I think you are caught up then.
Okay.
How you doing, Zu? How you feeling about the whole business?
I've been better. He still looks kind of sullen.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to talk to you before. For some reason, it kind of feels awkward with Aldous here.
Oh, this is gonna leave. He's just gonna try and sneak off.
Zombie senpai knows when he's not wanted.
Yeah, so
Alright.
after he leaves, there's a bit where there's silence, and Cassandra's just like, yeah, about the thing with the crowd. Sorry about leaving you hanging there. Well, there are only a couple of things that get to me, and well, which is one of them. I'm sorry I went off. It's literally in my job description as counselor that I should have handled that situation or at least helped you.
Well,
If I
it
stuck
didn't end up being a huge problem, so...
Yeah, I'm really sorry. If I had stuck around, I would have just proved them right. Honestly.
It's okay.
So are you sure you're all right?
I'll probably recover. At the very least, I'll make sure to do better than a note if I'm planning on going anywhere.
I guess I'm also sorry about that too.
That's not your fault.
No, it is.
It's really not. I knew he was a bandit from the start. I just kind of thought he'd gotten used to life here.
Well,
I guess we were taking him for granted.
I suppose there is some of that. It's just all the time I have to keep it under a lid, you know? You know that kind of disinterested, distant look I kind of have most of the time whenever I'm not directly talking to someone? That's not me being sullen. That's apparently what my face looks like when I'm concentrating. If I don't keep on top of it, little accidents happen all the time. Rocks and extra shoes that aren't being worn. They like to place themselves in the middle of hallways, right on corners where people will hit them a lot. knives like to aim themselves awkwardly in their shelves. I've seen
I didn't realize it was like that.
I've seen an entire cupboard of dishes fly across the room because I had to sneeze. It's the magic. I have to deal with it. I didn't call for it. All I can do is grab onto the other end of the hose and try to keep it aimed in the direction I want it. And
Hose has been invented yet?
There must be hoses. Is there not hoses?
She could use some similar metaphor.
There's plumbing. There must be hoses.
Is there plumbing?
Yes, there's plumbing. The
Like
Romans
rough
invented that
plumbing.
shit.
Okay.
There's breweries. There's definitely plumbing. And yeah, I kind of exploded at Jed and honestly put him in more danger than I think is obvious. You included.
I know the feeling. Sort of. I guess. I don't know.
Well, anyway.
What time is it around now?
Evening is starting.
Okay.
About now.
Anyway, I promise not to leave you alone again.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
I just went duh.
Well, I do have one little task maybe you could take care of.
Yes, anything.
Get right, guys.
Since Aldous said
Shut up.
the guy who was causing a riot the other day, Aldous said he found out he was paid off by our neighbors. I'm thinking that information could do us a lot of good if it were spread as a rumor.
Okay.
You think you could start that? I mean, it's truthful information, so you would just have to tell it to a few people.
There's lies, there's truth, and then there's rumors. Believe me.
Yeah, they're
where
not too picky.
Yeah. The town I come from, I'm very familiar with rumors.
Good to hear, I guess.
In this situation, yes, I suppose. She kind of smiles. Well then, I've got to go feed Ollie. I'll see if I can take care of that sometime tonight.
Okay, I'm probably gonna turn in early.
And hey, you're doing good. You know that?
Yeah, but sometimes I wonder if someone else could be doing better.
Wishful thinking. It's our job. Don't ever forget that.
Z's gonna go off to his room.
Alright?
Or the room, or whatever room.
So, as everyone gets to sleep, I guess all this settles down. He doesn't
Yeah,
go to
most
sleep
people
so
get to
much.
sleep.
We're gonna cut to the morning in Jed's tent. Jed, you're woken up as the female gnome you slept with. She is smoking something.
Oh boy.
Okay, Jed wants to get in on smoking, whatever that is.
Wait, what?
Wait, you said she's smoking something?
Yes.
Like, as in...
Dude,
Like-
pass the bowl.
She has a
Yeah.
pipe with something
Yeah.
that she's smoking. You
Jed's
don't
going
quite
to-
recognize it.
Did say, are you gonna offer any of me that?
She passes it to you,
I attempt to smoke it.
and she's gonna start talking, and she's kind of slurred. So we were in that town over there, and the glory. There was some crazy riots going on. What do you know about that?
They're having riots without me.
Jed leaves, and then the best riot happens.
Oh, the best.
Sounds like their leaders kind of suck.
What did she say?
It sounds like their leaders kind of suck.
I guess. Not.
Yeah,
Well,
we do kind of suck.
Oh my god, wow.
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, that's great.
You where you're from.
What?
She's gonna ask you where you're from. Like,
Me?
right now.
did you get those
Like,
digits?
like, does she mean like where I live presently, or like where I'm from?
You just ask where you're from.
Okay, I'm just gonna say the River Kingdoms.
Okay, so what are you doing all the way over here?
Oh, it's a long story about a parole. Mostly, it's about a parole.
She's gonna leave.
Hang on, my
look at
headphones
Dora
are not.
say
Yep.
that she's got time, and she'll listen to your story.
But
So are you going to tell her your story?
I think Roma's doing something right now. I don't.
Mama?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
No.
I hope she wasn't like electrocuted and died.
That would be incredibly unfortunate. That would probably be the worst birthday ever.
That's. I can't think of worse
That's
things
out there,
that to
yeah.
have happened. I think she said something about having to check something.
Roma?
I really don't remember what she said.
She's back in the call. Roma?
Roma, we can't hear you. Roma.
Do I want more caffeine?
I wonder if Mike just died. Anthony.
Careful. Go to the sink. Okay, we're gonna take a 5-minute break.
Go the other way.
Oh dear.
It's with Dr. Pepper and Roma. Roma? Okay, Roma. Okay, we're handling some Dr. Pepper. Be right back.
It's fine.
Dr. Pepper's involved. Hold
I
on. Okay,
I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't looking at it. I thought.
Anthony.
He's sitting still.
Yeah.
Anthony.
Stomach's gonna hate you,
Oh.
but. Okay. I don't think we'll be going for too much longer. I'm okay with continuing.
I have work tomorrow morning.
Which is what time?
8:30. He's wanting to be there.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll stop by 2.
Okay.
No, I don't. We still can't hear you, Roma. No sé.
Your name was lighting up a little bit ago like you were making noise.
All right, restarting
Oh.
the computer. Add speed.
Well, this may be a good time to end the session then. It's really late here.
There. I just heard.
Oh, no, she.
No?
That was James.
That was James.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just poured Dr. Pepper. I'm gonna drink Dr. Pepper.
Something on Wiglets. I usually pick one.
Anyway, yeah, we will
Yeah, just for her.
end the session.
Yeah, it's upstairs.
That
Something's
ends
next to
here.
my sibling.
No.
You guys still
Wait
playing?
for Roma to come back, please.
Okay, do you guys want to continue for another half hour?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
stay for another.
Only a
continue
half
for
hour.
another.
Nothing's.
A lot has happened.
More should happen.
Nothing has mechanically
I
happened.
want more to happen. Stuff has mechanically happened. This is technically in the book.
Anthony,
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, so I know Zio and Cassandra are cute, but like, come on, I don't interrupt you guys.
What?
Dawing
What'd you say?
Dawing in the middle of conversations. Come on.
Oh, God. I had a hard time keeping it together then.
No kidding.
What? Just freaking
Sure, just crackly.
cheerleader as hell. Just freaking go team. That's Cassandra. Oh man, even with forgetting the bonuses to charisma from inebriation, she blew those rolls out of the park. Freaking.
So, back to the group in town. Because I guess they're all here.
Yeah, sure.
What are you guys doing the next day?
Well, like I said before, I don't really have anything particular I want to do until a kingdom turn.
Okay.
Well, Aldous is gonna go talk to Zio about something else.
Wonderful.
It is
Wonderful.
wonderful. Or wondrous.
So I'm assuming you can find Zio unless he's hiding.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All this seems all.
Would Ziyu be hiding? You know what? Let's roll stealth versus perception.
Okay.
Because you'll probably find him anyway, but just on the off chance.
Yeah.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So,
So
that's a
even
32.
Even if I oppose it with a nat 20, his
That's a
modifier is
32,
higher than
yeah.
mine. That said, I got an 8.
32.
So Ziyu was the best Ziyu was hiding was he pulled a bedsheet over his head. You'll never find me.
So
He says.
you saw a bedsheet that is suspiciously douche. It's Zio.
Aldous is gonna poke it.
Ziyu's not here.
I was wondering. So, you know, especially with Nowrod gone, it occurred to me that we're all pretty well, weak, I guess is the word.
Hey,
You mean like emotionally, or
We're back with the
Hey.
group now.
can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
yeah?
And,
So good, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention to my computer. I was under a blanket.
I mean,
Okay.
like, especially lately, just all my joints have just been giving out on me.
Sounds like a problem.
Yeah,
You should get that looked at.
there's not exactly anyone qualified.
I mean, if you ask Cassandra, she might, but anyway. Oh, there goes my connection.
Biology.
Just something to hold me up.
I heard about a design that might be able to do something like that, but I don't know.
I knew I could count on you, Zio.
I never said I'd do it. Besides, we're short on funds, especially because of Jed.
All this is just gonna tousle his hair underneath the blanket, like just with the blanket over his head. He's just gonna be like that, and he's
Don't
gonna.
treat me like a kid, Aldous.
And
I have
then
way too much responsibility.
Then why are you
one of his
sitting here with
arms
a
is just
blanket
gonna
over your
droop
head?
out of the side of like the bed.
Then why are you sitting here with a blanket over your head?
He doesn't respond.
Ellipses.
He responds with ...
And then a cat walks in.
Do you guys hear a cat meowing? Yeah.
Okay. So I guess now we'll cut back to Jed again. And yeah, the gnome girl seems ready and willing to hear your story.
Oh, fantastic. Where do I start? Oh, I start where I'm a badass bandit king on the rivers in the River Kingdom. And then it's obviously mostly lines. But it's roughly the equivalent of like him having to like sell out his friends to save his skin, and then he gets shipped down here to go help the kingdom. But it puts him in a really good light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm pretty awesome.
Give me a bluff check for how good the
Okay.
story is.
Oh.
Oh,
Well then.
3.
pretty good story.
So the story's amazing, and she's gonna say like it sounds like you were an awesome bandit king, but that your role in the town sounds pretty important, and it sounds like you were really good at it too. And if any of those rumors are true, they could probably use your help.
Yeah. Whatever. Being Riot General is pretty cool. I guess I'll go back to doing that.
Riot General.
Did someone say Riot Guys General? What?
Someone say Riot Guy is general.
Although we should still Riot Guy be General.
I'm partially serious about that. I mean, Cassandra isn't, but
So is Jed gonna head back?
but
to
she's
town?
just a stick in the mud, and that's her problem.
After he finishes smoking, whatever that is.
So at some point, that day, the 19th of Rova, Jed is going to show back up in town.
He just acts like nothing happened. He's hoping that they're just gonna forget that he took.
Does anything
jam.
special happen when anyone meets up with Jed?
Aldous is just walking out of the fort, and he sees Jed. He's
Jed
raised his
away.
arms up in the air, like, and then he's just gonna walk off.
Just defeated.
Like, I'm not even gonna say anything.
So in the morning, did Cassandra get the number of Gregor's room?
Gregory.
Gregory.
I'll say it in here. Oh, I should have been saying them all in there.
Well, she heard of the number, right? Like, I guess she. Oh, she
Yes,
was talking to Aldous. Would Aldous have told her?
Aldous would have given her the key.
Oh, fuck.
Alright.
You're supposed to leave these at the inn.
Well,
What do you
thought
think?
I'd hold
What
on
do you
to
think the
it.
point of a spare is for? Ah, give me that.
I didn't feel particularly sympathetic to him if he got locked out of his room.
It's not his key. It's Fella's key. Alright, so next morning, she doesn't have the key. She just gave it back to Bella. She's going to go to his door and just knock.
There won't be a response to the first knock.
Yeah, she's going to head downstairs. And, I guess there's just the normal people about here, down here. Ollie's happy
Yeah.
to see me.
Oh, can Jed be hitting on Bella?
That's totally fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So you find Jed has reappeared, and he's hitting on Bella, who is
She was-
not interested.
She was going to ask Bella where Gregory headed off to, but now she just kind of tried to slip out of the inn without either of them noticing her.
Okay, so they're both pretty distracted by Jed.
Bye, Jed.
So I'm gonna say you can slip out.
I can just do that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a conversation I wasn't ready to have yet. Okay, she's going to head off, and yeah, the next most connected person she can think of was oh god, she's only ever heard of Riot Guy. I think she might have seen him once, like, but she's going to start asking around because she was.
We met.
Yeah.
We met. Remember when the farm thing was happening? The
Yeah.
werewolves.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys have been here for months. You all know Riot Guy.
Okay, yeah. So
There was
she's
a
gonna...
town hall meeting that went horribly awry.
It was okay.
Yeah, so you can find Riot Guy. He is passed out face down on a table.
Yeah, so
in his house, he has a house now.
he has a house. But like on his table out front, like something like that, right? Or
Outside.
Like
How
on
did
his
he
porch.
save enough money for a house? Wouldn't he have just blown it all on booze?
I'm sure it's something related to Jed.
Oh,
Jed's only been here for like an hour. That's great.
No, in the past months of moving people into the houses.
okay, so anyway.
Riot Guy has a house and no one knows how.
We're not sure if it's his house, but this is usually where he sleeps, so whatever. It's kind of like a house.
He's squatting.
This table on the porch, that's where he sleeps. Alright, so, yeah, Cassandra's in business mode. She has her hair up and a tail. And, yeah, she's kind of flummoxed at first when she finds him, still asleep. And then she's just going to walk up and then kind of pat the back of his head.
Alright, he doesn't wake up.
Alright, she's going to, she pats him 2 more times, and then she just holds her hand up about a foot above his head, and there's just a bucket's worth of water that comes apparently from her hand, just sploosh.
Huh? Well, I didn't steal him. I didn't kidnap those kids.
Oh, wow, that's...
Jumps up, falls backwards, and lands on his back. And then
Sir, I'm sorry. Man, I didn't even see them coming by. Those people on their horses, they just rode. Oh, wow. Here, let me help you up.
Good morning, Counselor Walker.
Here, let's get you back in your chair. Okay.
What's going on? I'm not being kicked out again, am I?
What? I mean, no.
I live here.
Yes,
I paid for this table.
No, that's not why I didn't. Anyway.
Oh, stop.
No.
How can I help you?
Oh,
To be honest, I'm hungover, really.
Really?
Side question, kinda. Obviously her cure wound spell doesn't do anything to hangovers. She would know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she would know that. Yeah, sorry about waking you up so early, but, she looks, it's probably 10 or something. I'm sure you saw the well festivities yesterday with that one Gregory fellow that showed up in town.
Oh yeah, we're planning a counter riot.
I'm
We're gonna
okay.
double cross him. Double. He crosses his fingers.
Well, I sure you know.
Double.
I sure you know the whole thing about how he's being paid off by our friendly neighbors our friendly neighbors west of here, right?
I keep forgetting their name
Give
too.
me a bluff check. Fort Drella.
Fort Drellov.
Say it in
But but he is being paid off. How is this a bluff? I'll roll a bluff. Okay.
You're bluffing does like to convince him that he's heard that.
Oh, because he hasn't heard it. I figured
Yeah.
that was. Anyway,
Like,
she
you're telling
rolls
the
a
truth,
20.
But if your bluff is successful, he'll think he heard it.
Anyway, she rolls a 26.
He's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
What a big purple sack of shit.
Yeah. Verily. Well, as you can imagine, he's kind of a thorn in our side. Bringing up various well, I don't want to say rabble, but you know, unconstructive rumors, let's say. And well, we thought about a couple of things. I mean, obviously, we can't pay him off. I mean, that's your people's money. We can't just do that. Oh, this makes me so happy. Anyway,
Fun.
anyway, chasing him out of town on our own decree is also doesn't exactly come off as professional, but I'm sure you know your people, and I don't. Anyway, the last thing I think any of us want to see is him hurt, but I think we also want to see him out of this town.
Yeah, he's kind of ugly.
Yeah, and I don't know. There's just, is it just me, or does it seem like there's no joy in his rhetoric? It seems kind of like it's a job for him, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what we should do.
Hmm?
He's got a finger up. He's gonna knock on the door nearby, like not really looking. Guys, grab some people off the street. We gotta start a riot. This Gregory guy's a liar. He's paid off.
Oh, very paid off. His
His
pockets are bursting with.
Carrying him out of town. Just
It's like his daily
carrying
power.
him the whole way. He's kind of heavy. He's pretty heavy. Well, you're gonna need more people. He's kind of headed off and is ignoring you now. You can go ahead and give me a diplomacy check with advantage, just for how this whole situation went.
Oh God, what have I done?
Counter.
Right.
Do you mean a critical? 30?
Okay, so now you've got most of the people who usually visit the inn are on your side. The people who
Jed's there. Jed's gonna be excited about their
you
guest.
talk to when
he suddenly rushes in. I heard there's gonna be a riot.
and right guys, people have been convinced, and some extra people from the inn. Almost the whole town is with you guys at this point.
Oh God.
So Jed.
I feel like I should warn the guy.
Guy just gonna come get you.
What?
Yeah, the big purple guy's a liar.
I don't even know what big fat purple guy you're talking about. But let's.
Trust me. Sack of shit.
Big fat purple guy.
Oh. Just imagining him as being actually purple.
With the right behind him going, yeah!
Anyway, Jed's gonna, grab a pitchfork, whatever.
Oh, Jesus.
Sounds like fun.
Sounds like fun.
All right.
Okay. And so then as you guys, as Grigory is driven out of town
Oh my God.
by the entire town, we will end the session because it's nearly 2.
That was great. I don't.
But then, do you guys want to say that that you guys are just like working diligently for the rest of the month?
No,
Or we
I had stuff I wanted to do.
Okay. Is this stuff that we could do out of session?
Probably not.
Something we
It's
do
like,
right
I
now.
don't know, it's like magic item crafting and stuff.
Well, you can do magic item crafting out of session.
You've never done it before.
Oh, I mean, we can do it. You'd be okay.
And then I was gonna like talk to Jed whenever he showed up at the fort, I guess. And, it's just stuff like that.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Well, Ziyu. Aldous is gonna go find Ziyu, and he's gonna put his hands on his hips, and he's just gonna give him this really proud look.
Ziyu is still in the fort, which you left with your arms raised after noticing Jed.
I mean, after he sees the whole, event, he's gonna go find him. He's just gonna go like.
All right.
You know they can't see you
Oh,
with
right.
your hands on your hips nodding, Anthony.
Okay, well, you just described what I did, so.
Okay. What?
Oy. Oh,
What?
God. Oh, what has Cassandra done? Oh. Okay.
Well,
Anyway.
And he's gonna say, "Counter riot."
Man, okay.
do you want to say the stuff Zizzy's doing?
You can just wait for next session.
Okay, because I wanted to see if like we could
We've
push
got
into a
time.
kingdom turn and then start next session after that kingdom.
Yeah,
turn.
let's do it.
If you're gonna end it, just
I thought he was gonna talk
I mean,
to Jet.
I guess you can do quick, so we can just
Yeah.
push into a kingdom turn and then start and do the kingdom turn out of session. It would be convenient.
I think I'd rather do the kingdom turns in session though,
Okay.
just so everybody can like discuss all the
All right.
stuff.
So then, yeah, this will be the end of session as Grigory is literally carried out of town.
Oh God.
He didn't get any bribe money
Oh God.
or anything. He's probably so upset.
I would have gotten away with it for you too, more for you darn kids and your dog.
Oh yeah, now that Malrod's not here, we can be the Scooby-Doo mystery team.
Oh God. We're Mystery Inc.
Yeah.
Malrod was our Fred.
I know, now we don't have a good Fred.
I really like Jed's personal little adventure there.
I'm sorry, I thought that I'd be back with you guys sooner. I didn't mean to, split off for the whole session.
I'm just worried that you were bored that you
Nah,
participated in that.
I got to do a lot of cool stuff.
Alright.
Got to save a bunch of gnomes, and,
Yeah,
shoot
yeah.
fireworks at kobolds.
Yeah.
Session will be actually over.
And so far, no one's tried to take back all the gems he took, so it's a pretty good day.
Because he hasn't gone to the fort yet.
Oh,
He got to meta gnome.
Ziyu's gonna have a talk with him.
That's just partying for like a week.
God, honestly, Cassandra's probably gonna try to avoid this talk as long as she can.
Oh my god. Okay.
Right, so I'll take this recording
Good.
and I'll eat it.